audience. I is Travis Terrell. It is We Are Life. How was that one today?
We all make choices, and this is a poor choice for you all to start your morning. It's We Are Life. Chris Tim and Travis Terrell.
No.
The refreshing scent of Friday has been chased away by whatever just happened. Travis, a choice you made.
My apologies.
Big show today. Ben Glebe, presidential candidate and comedian, will be stopping by. We're going to talk to him this hour.
Good time.
Excited to see him. He's at Funny Bone this weekend. He's been on the show a few times before, so it's great to have him back. Quickly, let's say hello to the great Chris Gardner as he resides in the Midcast studio right here in Grand Center in St. Louis, Missouri. Hello, Chris.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Hey, Guardsy.
We got a DM asking if somebody forgot to hit live. We having issues this morning? What's going on?
Hit what?
2 minutes ago, why were we late this morning?
Well,
Technical difficulties. The old what is it? The placard of the cameraman hammered, passed out on The Simpsons whenever they throw away from something live.
something happened.
Okay, had a board issue. The Behringer wasn't talking to the computer.
More of a computer issue.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we like to break it down for people. So
So, wasn't my fault, but
he's skating responsibility, Travis.
if people would just listen to me, it would have been fine.
If we all just followed your teachings.
Amen.
Got it.
But they don't, so what
We're
are you
here.
gonna do?
Hmm.
That's about it.
Yep. How are you?
Travis, after your intro, I'm not sure who you need to apologize to, but I'm sure it's someone.
That's the
think
beauty
so.
of my accents. You just don't know who is going to be offended by it
Mm-hmm.
because you don't know what impersonation you just heard.
Yeah. That's an interesting strategy.
Like, I'm offended. What are you? I'm British. Was it a British accent?
You've never done a British accent
I have.
effectively.
I would like some tea
No.
and crumpets.
No.
See?
Do you watch the show Luther? It stars Idris Elba. It's on the BBC.
Here's what I love about Travis.
Okay.
He just went whole hog into that accent and had no anxiety or problems with that whatsoever. If you talk half a second too long about something he doesn't know, he starts losing it.
Oh.
You are comfortable with that accent. I would be appalled at myself if that was the accent.
Did someone tell you it was
offended
good?
Irish, German, English, and Jamaican people all in one fell swoop.
I feel like it's pretty accurate from what my ear hears when
Yeah,
they
but
speak.
that's
We need
what
to
we're
check those
saying.
ears.
Your ear isn't good.
I've been watching The Crown. It's on Netflix. It's about British folk.
It has nothing to do with the Jamaican people you offended.
Is
in
that was that?
accent.
Was that what it sounded like?
I don't know.
Why is Travis British Borat? It's from Tom Brown.
Okay.
I drink tea.
And your British accent, say my wife.
My wife.
Oh, wow.
That's your British
That wasn't a
accent?
British anything.
I don't know what that one was. That was maybe in like my New York British accent.
Hey, my wife!
Hey, my wife here.
Is it like the thing that they kind of did in Gangs of New York where it's like it's not British, but it's not like how we sound now? You know what I mean? They were trying to pull off something in between.
Yeah.
How would you have sounded if you were in that movie with the Rooster Cogburn movie?
True Grit.
Yeah. But the Jeff Daniels version. No, not. Remember how he's kind of talking like that?
I got that True Grit.
What's your lip doing?
Now we're
Your lip went to the side.
very
I
nice.
got that True Grit.
Say very nice in your
You
British
look
accent.
like Bubba.
Very nice.
Very nice.
Oh, there he is. See, Chris is really good.
Why
at
are we
impersonation.
doing this?
Why are we doing anything?
Agreed. Whenever I heard the board was getting wonky, I was like, you know what? About time. The gods have spoken. Let's just leave it all
Shut
behind.
it down.
That's right. Let's
Where
go.
are we going?
Let's go live under the tracks.
Gardner's on his way to San Diego to be homeless already.
Oh man, Matt letting us know that that sounded like a bad line from a modern pop song. That's not a good compliment, I don't think.
No, he's probably right.
You're really reflecting on this now.
Yeah. I'm trying, guys.
Who you
But
got
that's
on your
the part-
shirt today?
I have a friend. You may have heard of her.
Looks like nothing to me.
Maneuver, shut up. You're not going to steal Charlie's joy. It's Charlie. Say, hey, girl.
Charlie used to be so full of life, and then those Sesame Street executives just stole it from her.
When your scarf's over her head, it looks
Let's
like
get
she has
that hair.
dreadlocks.
Yeah, I know, right? I like that. Charlie still lives on, and I will be introducing Charlie to some other studios soon.
I am picking her for my kickball team.
Maneuver. You can't even afford kickballs with your broke ass.
That's mean, dude. That's
Yeah.
a child you're talking
I'm
to.
sorry, Maneuver. That was rude. I shouldn't have said all that. I'm sorry, girl.
Charlie looked like she's got a limp when she
Okay, don't look. No, Maneuver.
Does Charlie have a limp?
No, she does not.
Oh.
She runs like her daddy hates her.
Hey, listen here. Hey, back up, Maneuver. At least she knows where her daddy is.
How did
Listen-
Charlie get a limp?
She doesn't have a limp.
I'm reading on the Wikipedia right
No,
now.
shut up. It says Maneuver, go to school. It's a
Yeah.
Friday. You need to be in class.
You ain't even got a tablet.
Oh, shut up.
I think it was an ice skating accident that gave her the limp.
There was no.
She's too poor for skates.
Listen here. She lives fine.
With a limp?
She does not have a limp.
Pretty sure she's got a limp.
No,
I
like,
just was
this
just
is
told she had a
ridiculous.
I've
limp.
seen it.
I hate you both.
Always tripping for her when she's running up for her second tray at
Maneuver, I'm
lunch, fat
just so
ass.
sick of it. Listen here. Don't body shame, first of all, Maneuver, because we ain't never seen your chubby ass.
What makes... What ever told you that?
I'm not even gonna lie. I'm arguing with the child. I'm the adult in the situation. I'm not going to participate.
You sure cry a lot for an adult.
Let's see.
Charlie cried because of her limp?
There is no limp,
Oh.
Gardner. You
I
can all
was
make me
told she
sick.
had a limp.
Well, since you two are unable to do it, Ben Glebe will be joining us
I already
at
said
8:40.
that. I already said
And
that.
Sam Lyons
I
will
already-
be
oh,
joining us at 9. You
Sam
didn't say
said-
that part.
I didn't.
Sam Lyons,
It's
who
just
joins us every
assumed.
Friday.
It's just assumed.
We
Gardner.
appreciate Sam stopping. Then we're going to do a little recasting call. We're going to be doing it with Crash.
Just read the rundown. Let's
And
go ahead.
of course, when Sam comes in, we'd like to play a fun game called Make It Racist. So it's going to be a very delightful show today for our listening and watching audience.
Oh, okay. Feel better now?
Hold on, somebody's vacuuming. Chris is about to pop.
I can hear it.
I can hear it too.
I
Sounds
wasn't going to
great.
say anything.
Why?
Dorks.
Yeah, the hell right.
Oh, dorks.
You pussy ass ears.
Yes. Ears are soft.
Yeah.
Well, you
Man,
know,
man, your ears are soft.
Your ears sure pick up sounds well, pussy.
Who listens to things?
I communicate non-verbally.
I communicate with these.
Oh, man. I wish.
that should be like the
Things
St. Louis.
get-
That's the St. Louis flag. Do that again, Gardner.
I communicate with these.
That's the real St. Louis flag
Oh,
right there. That's
man.
what it really should be.
Gosh dang. And let me tell you something. If you're ever questioning something and you try and run up on somebody that can end you real quick, it's a quick solution. Like you find out real fast. There's no arguing. There's no passive aggressiveness. Just over.
I don't know why I did it, but when I make the fist, I was squeezing really hard.
You really
Yeah.
were. Like you were about to actually fight.
They
Like
call
that
it- actually-
succubus that you talk about so
Touch
much
the camera?
came through the camera and you were trying to fight it.
I learned this in Taibo.
Okay. You got to turn. You got to turn the wrist. You got to turn the wrist. There you go. Turn the wrist.
Billy
know.
Blanks taught me how
Yeah,
to
so you
fight.
don't want to break the wrist.
Who taught me how to fight? Well, Billy Blanks.
Billy Blanks. That always helps in a fight. Man, where'd you get your skills from? Oh, Sensei Billy Blanks.
A guy squares up to me and I just start over the knee. What are you doing? This is how I learned to fight. And now I will take my clothes off and make it Greek as well.
Oh boy.
Oh, no. What? Oh, all right. Now something. You guys can't hear that, but something was just thrown or.
There was nothing thrown. Somebody dropped a broom 14 floors away. It crisped like a damn owl. Just
Are owls known for their hearing?
yeah, definitely.
Okay.
That's one thing there.
Thank
that's
you.
that's why they always say, who there?
Good, good.
Who there?
I do like that. We let Gardner scoot by with this this ridiculous OCD claim that he supposedly has.
He's supposedly.
Here, I'll,
all a show.
You'd get an Oscar if you were playing that part.
I'll bring you to my apartment.
I'm not stepping foot in that
Okay.
killer's lair.
I wouldn't want you to because I'll have to adjust
I'd,
the rug.
I'd
and-
sit down wrong on a couch.
Ooh,
Yeah.
let me get that pillow out of the way for you.
Why even have things? Why?
That's a good
Why
question.
live life?
I'm
Oh,
I'm
so-
telling
dang it,
you,
I don't
I
want you
don't want to be
Okay,
like
got
this.
it,
This
yeah.
is what I am. I'm working on it. Somewhat. We've made some progress.
Do you
Other times, no.
do you feel like it's something that you'll eventually own, or is it just going to consume you wholly?
Probably consume me till the day I die.
Got it. Okay. It's a
My question is at this point, and I think I understand where Chris is coming from, in that you are a man that doesn't care necessarily for the future. So why
I'm not. No, that's not. That's not
you
me though.
you've said before that you now are on borrowed time.
I am.
So
but
why do you care so much how things are lined up if you're on borrowed time
my
anyway?
mind doesn't work like that.
That's so weird then.
I know.
That defeats the point of being
I
weird.
told you.
Then you might as well just do drugs, man.
Here's what we need to do.
Because I'm still a worst case scenario planner, right?
Right.
So I want everything in its place in case something goes wrong. I'm prepared already to deal with it.
But
And I
you
don't
know
have
it
to deal
will
with-
go wrong.
I know.
So why don't you just go ahead and
I
allow
don't
it to do?
know.
Oh, okay. All right. Just thought we'd get to the bottom of
No,
something
you
today.
can't.
Okay.
This is not. You're not going to figure this one out.
Okay. Yeah.
So
well, then
here's what we
I take
do.
that back. I'm glad. Stay away from the drugs.
Whether it's
I think I
Gardner,
need to try pot again.
Okay.
I was going to say, whether it's marijuana or a woman that's obsessed with you, we need to latch you on to something.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people do it with their pets. A lot of people do it with like a weird hobby. Like at this age, with that hair of yours, like if you got really into yoga, no one would be worse for wear.
I think maybe things could get better if I could ride my scooter in the underground river de Pear.
Okay, that's just weird.
That is just.
Um,
that's the type of shit where we have to call the FBI.
What if you become
The FBI.
I kind of need to let somebody know you just said that.
our friends across the street? What if we get you into those float pods? Like, what if you become float guy?
Oh, that seems like that would be your thing.
I could try that.
You could be a float guy.
Yeah.
But then again, you
Yeah.
standing still for that long, can you do it? Can you
No,
like? Can
It
you
tra-
just?
transports your brain.
It does, but can
Oh,
you do
astral
that?
projection?
Yo, see now, look at you, and opened up now.
I'm on board for some astral projection.
Okay.
By the way, I love how, speaking of astral projections, your friend Marianne Williamson, I love how she has literally faded to a new plane. We have not heard or seen
She
her in
tweeted
quite
the
some
other
time.
day.
Did she now?
Yeah, after the debate.
Oh,
she said,
boy.
She said, "Miss me."
Marianne, please. We'll have a real presidential candidate joining us this hour. Ben Glebe, of course.
Uh-huh.
He is running. What party is he running in? Do you know?
It doesn't matter.
The awesome one.
Oh, the awesome
Get rid
party.
of the party system.
Hey, I'm game for it. I'm all game for
No
it.
more parties.
I'm game.
Hey,
I
I
know.
like to party.
I feel like this is a long play for Ben because this is probably like a pilot to a TV show where he actually wins the presidency.
Are you
It's
gonna
just
tr-
like that Robin Williams movie.
Are you going to try and be his running mate?
I mean, why not?
Need some
Or at
coffee in
least-
your cream there, pal?
Chief of
Say that.
staff or something?
Need some coffee in that cream, and I can do it in an accent too.
No.
Need some coffee in that cream, there, pal.
You can't be foreign and hold the office
I
as
feel
the
like
president.
the accent though will get me over a lot of voters that think, oh, that's quaint and cute. You sound like
Is that what voters look for?
Yeah.
Quaint and cute?
yeah, like yeah, you sound
Rural,
like
Sure.
rural Montana.
Yeah,
That's what they're looking for. Okay.
You sure yell about appropriation a lot to
Hmm?
be doing all these accents that you're not.
Uh,
You're
I'm-
like the black Scarlett Johansson.
I'm an international screenwriter, so I have to know international accents.
Well, but it's very obvious you don't know any.
Well, that's your opinion. I don't think you guys are linguistic experts.
Linguality.
Okay.
We have some suggestions.
You just accepted that and you,
Yeah.
you
That was
gave
right.
it
He's
up.
beaten.
Yeah,
He's a
but-
beaten man.
Yeah.
Something happened to him yesterday, and so, I don't know. I'm just assuming.
No,
Oh.
no. No, I'm fine, guys.
Like he's awake. Like something's that maybe we're so used to him either being cuckoo or really down
Uh-huh.
that we've finally met neutral Travis, and he's unaltered. He got a decent night's sleep, and he got here early. I mean, maybe we're just so
Well, let's not do that anymore.
okay. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna need extremes,
All
please.
right, all right.
Thank
see
you.
I'll see you guys on Monday, 8:30.
Yeah. I need you to be like climate
Manically
change.
screaming.
Yeah. Just
Yeah.
scream.
Ah!
Yeah, if you could just go from blistering hot summer to dead cold of
Yes.
winter, we'd appreciate that.
I need you to be like climate change.
We got a couple comments. Matt wants you to be a steam room guy.
Steam broom?
Steam room.
Oh, we actually have.
Cool we have a steam room on the 5th floor here.
Really?
Fourth floor.
4th floor, yeah.
The steam room.
Oh, they got a little sauna up there.
Oh, okay. Daddy may have to go check that out.
Don't just call yourself daddy.
Well,
when
you
talking
talk about
Get
steam
Nordic
rooms.
with it. Are we allowed to be naked in it?
I mean, you could try.
Are we even allowed to be in
Lot
a
of-
period?
A lot of women
not,
in the
but-
building. I don't know how they'd feel if they just walked in. Maybe they're
I'll
giving a
lock the
tour to a
door.
potential couple to get married up there. You're just in there, spread eagle. Hey,
Friend of mine when we were in high school.
why would you steam spread eagle?
Well, a friend of mine we were in high school went. It's like staying with his. Where is he going? His mom and dad took him to New York, so he could see New Kids on the Block or
Oh,
something
wow.
like that. And they're staying in the hotel, and he goes into the steam room, and he said he opened the door, and there's an old man, butt ass naked, just sitting there in the steam room, and he just goes to him, "Come on in."
Mm-mm.
So people do that.
I'm so lonely.
Join me.
I think I know of one for sure, but I want to say like half of all comics have a steam room joke about an old man in his ball sack. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a very common thing that's happened.
I've never seen it. And I don't want it.
It must. I
old
don't know if
man's
it's a
ball
white dude
sack?
thing
I've
or
never
what.
seen it. I don't want that moment because that's a visceral reaction I'm going to have.
We had.
How do you think you'd react?
Hey!
Oh boy.
Hey!
Cover it up.
Or would you just be a coward
You'd be.
like you were when my hand was stuck in the elevator and just run away?
There will probably be some running away involved. That is a hand stuck in the elevator moment. That's not something I want to stick around for.
Picture this.
We've acknowledged that. I have said I'm not a coward in the definition sense.
No, you're a perfect
coward.
example of a coward.
Let me look this definition up.
Like you can go explain what a coward is. by
A
using
person
your
who lacks the courage to do or endure dangerous or unpleasant things. Okay, I'm a coward.
Can you give Travis a close up and we just cut a 2020 presidential style promo and just say, "Hi, I'm Travis Terrell, and I'm a coward."
Hello, I'm Travis Terrell, and I'm a coward. Thanks for voting.
Or not, thanks, whichever you want.
I mean, it's whatever. I mean, you know what? You ain't gotta do it. That's all right. Don't even worry about
You
it.
just
Don't even
run.
worry about it.
You run away.
I gotta go. There's a hand stuck in the elevator. What you gonna do?
Help with the hand. What's
But
he gonna do?
if I pull him, his hand gone. Now he mad at me because he ain't
Well,
got
then
no
you're-
hand.
Then you're gonna make it a quicker process.
Then he bleeds out, and I see blood. I'm like, oh, I don't want to get this shirt dirty.
What shirt?
Whatever shirt it was, I'm gonna have to use it as a tourniquet.
Oh yeah, I'm sure you couldn't get another hoodie.
Touche.
All right, my steam room, our locker room thing was. I remember we had we did life saving class as like a class, so we'd be across the street in the pool, but it was at the Civic Center pool, right? So it's open to the public, and you're mixing in a class full of high school seniors mostly. We would be in there, and there would be 2 or 3 old men just drying themselves at the
yeah.
thing. That was the most disturbing. Yeah, and we were just like, what do we do?
How do you handle
Why
that?
are we doing that? Yeah.
I remember.
I mean, technically, it's pretty weird now that you think about it, like 16 to 18-year-olds and some 73-year-old dudes drying out his area.
Hey.
I remember the first experience in a locker room where I had to I don't think I would call myself a coward, but it was awkward and I had to turn and go. I think I was in 7th or 8th grade, and my friend Paul, his grandfather was the president of St. Louis University Hospital, and he took us to a Billikens game, and then we went into the locker room afterwards, just to meet people and stuff like that, and it was during the spoonball era.
Mm-hmm.
And I got an autograph from Erwin Claggett or something like that, and met Scott Highmark. But I was looking for H. Waldman. H. Waldman was my guy. And I turned, and they're like, oh, yeah, over there. And so I start going, find where the row is that I needed to go. And right as I'm walking down there, oh, there's H. Waldman's dick.
Mm.
Oh, what do I do? Because I'm sitting there with awkward.
Did you give him a thumbs up?
It was a
good
turn.
looking D.
It was a turn.
Oh, okay.
You'll be okay, H. I saw. Life will be good no matter what you're doing.
What former slew name have you seen nude, Travis?
I don't.
I saw Doug Smith in a camera
I
accidentally.
I didn't.
When I was going to video
I
the
didn't
St.
wa-
Louis
I didn't
Swarm.
want nobody to answer that.
I had the camera and I had my eye in the lens. I was trying to line it up.
Oh,
He
God.
has the towel on. All of a sudden, drops the towel right in the camera, and I'm like, "Oh, dick!" Eye pops up right away off the lens. Had the
Did you say
camera.
that?
No,
Did you
I
say
didn't
that?
go dick.
Oh, dick!
Yeah.
Mm.
So those are two.
Mm.
There's more.
No, I don't want there to be.
Why? You might not want there to be, but there.
Were you in that Vikings locker room when Vasante Shenko was hanging out in there?
No, I wasn't.
Great moment.
What is the Vasante Shenko story?
Oh, there was like a picture, or they were doing press. Vasante Shenko's like in the background, just fully exposed.
What?
Oh, you ever saw
Unveiled.
that?
Yeah,
I've
you,
never
you,
heard
you
of
did.
this.
You did.
That's pretty funny.
This is probably during the time when Deadspin was relevant and fun.
That's
Yeah.
pretty funny.
Because they started calling him the Shiankosaurus or something like that.
Why else would I remember Vasante Shenko's name?
Because of it.
Get him, Vasante. Good for you. I hope that boat party treated you well. You deserve it.
They had the cameras live or something in there, or didn't catch that it was in the background, and then you're like, ah!
That's the best kind, though. You think he kind of knew? You think he positioned himself? He's like,
Yeah,
I
might
need to
have.
let a few more people know that I'm fine with who I am.
But they don't do it as often now because maybe people just figured it out. But why would the cameras be faced towards the other lockers instead of towards the
depends.
No,
locker
well, you
the
might-
person is speaking from?
Well, they might be in the background though. They're in
Yeah,
the background
it picks up a lot. And in those locker rooms, I mean,
for
it's
the
not like
camera shot.
but I'm saying it's like, oh, so like, okay, I guess.
Because you're not going to get
them behind their locker all
when
the time.
you're doing the scrum, you're not
Right.
going to get the best spot all
Right.
the time.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
There's
I see
often
what you're
a-
saying. There's an angle you have to take in
You-
order to get
sometimes
the shot.
you have to
and
just,
you got to
hey,
get what you get. And
Do I have
stuff
the
to
guy?
I see what
Okay,
you're
then I
saying.
deal
Okay.
with this.
Okay.
That's how that works.
All
So
right.
you're not going to get your ideal spot every
Okay.
time.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That is.
I thought that happened to somebody else too, but I think it's more
But
more notable with him because you got Chiancosaurus.
But aren't locker room interviews kind of awkward already? As it- like we don't do it with the ladies, so why do we? Why are we persistent on doing it with the men?
Well, someone would have to watch a women's sport for
Oh, he right though.
Man, what a misogynistic show this has become.
Toxic, very
Bet-
toxic, very
between-
toxic
that. Okay.
morning.
Oh, I'm sorry. Would you like me to say, oh, okay, you know, I've been casually talking about how I find Megan Anderson attractive for the last 3 months every day on the show. Next time UFC comes through and she fights, I'm going to follow her right after a 3-round brawl whenever she's basically, her uniform is already her underwear. And I'm going to go back and stick a microphone in her face as she's trying to shower and clean up. Yeah, let's be that show. Okay?
Ooh,
I don't know.
I don't know what you were talking
I
about.
mean,
But
neither.
I'm
But
saying it
I
would be
like it.
weird if someone was, yeah, I'll go interview all the volleyball players right afterwards in the
oh
women's.
yeah, but
we
they,
treat it different.
But they probably dress up or they come out or something. They
Well, that
probably
was the
have
thing
different
I've
rules.
always wondered, like, because one, you're coming off the end of the game, so you're obviously still emotional. Your brain's kind of rattled,
That's why
and
we want you then.
but that's stupid.
No, it's not. You're saying emotional. You're looking for raw emotion in a quote at times, right? So you know you can get it then.
Okay, I see.
You don't want it.
Okay.
You want that.
Okay, I
Because
see.
that is human.
Okay.
It's you can relate to that human element, Travis. It's almost
Yeah.
what's the word? Cinema.
Very true. We'll be doing cinema, by the way, Chris, next hour on Recasting Call with Sam Lyons. Ben Glebe will be joining us here today on the show. It's going to be a humdinger, as the young people call
This
it.
Friday
They don't say
staple, we've got Sam basically in almost every Friday. Really seeing myself as obsolete 9 o'clock hour on Fridays these days. Not sure.
Somebody trying to just get just so they can hang out and just stay late and do whatever they want. And I see what they're trying to do with that 4-day work week. That's what they're trying to get. They
Exactly.
try to get that 4-day
Oh, how
work week.
European.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't trying to create more work for myself. I was trying to go snooze.
Okay.
I was trying to take a gardener in the on the couch
A
out there.
siesta gardener.
I did a 15-minuter yesterday.
He did. Very quiet. It's very odd sometimes because I want to go over there to check to see if he's breathing. But
Yeah.
at the same time, like,
I couldn't have
not
sleep
breathing for
apnea.
Gardner is probably what he was going for.
Right.
So I'm going to leave him
Sweet
be.
release.
Mm.
Sweet release.
I was just going to come over and put the crystals on your eyes if you were to depart to the other side.
Put a teddy bear over my nose and mouth and end it all.
Oh. So you can officially say you died by a bear?
Mm-hmm.
That's cute.
What a cowardly way to go out.
Don't call people
know.
cowards.
Like you still want the valor death, but you're like, yeah, but I'll do
No.
it my way.
I just want to be right.
Okay.
Like, I just think for the modern term coward, I wasn't coward. Like, according to the definition, sure, okay.
What's
I
the
was
modern
exactly.
term? Were you talking about like the Urban Dictionary?
Yeah, like I feel
term?
like I was cool coward.
I
I
don't
was like,
know.
oh man, I'm out of here, dog.
I've never heard of a cool coward.
Yeah, that's basically what I was.
Let's see if there's
Cool
a
coward coming this fall to
I was,
Cartoon
oh
Network.
man, you getting shot up at? I gotta go. Oh, looks like it's about to be a bar confrontation. You know what that means for Trav? I'm out.
I'm trying to see if there's a weird definition on.
I was thinking about my psyche also at the time, because if I had to see that, like, that was gonna be on my brain for the rest of my life, and ain't nobody trying to have that.
Coward definitions on Urban Dictionary, because I thought when you said cool coward, maybe I
Okay.
should check Urban Dictionary.
What does Urban Dictionary say about a coward?
Yeah, you're someone who runs away
Oh boy.
or abandons his responsibilities or obligations
Oh boy.
during times of danger, distress, pain, or fear of the unknown.
Oh boy.
Someone whose concern is only
Oh.
for himself.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh.
Someone who
Oh,
sits
no.
behind a screen talking shit about someone without confronting them in real. You are like the Urban Dictionary definition
boy, this
of a
is-
coward as well.
Jesus, I just double dipped into my own shit.
Oh, I did not see that coming. I was hoping for some weird sexual thing called the coward, and nope.
The literal definition, huh?
You
If
are
you're an actor, you'd be Terrence Coward.
Ah!
You scared me.
Okay, in that moment.
Terrence Deshawn, coward.
In that
Thank you.
moment, I was. My actions display that of a coward.
Yeah.
I would like to now take the time, can I? Because I think I need to tell your family.
Be careful.
I have something to say to them. I have to say, I wasn't trying to see your son and grandson's arm pop off, and I thought that shit would have been nasty. I now know, according to Urban Dictionary and Webster's, that I was a coward in that moment. All I ask for going forward is that you understand that it's Gardner. Did we really care that much?
Good question.
Thank you. It's good to see you, Grandmama Evans.
Okay.
Wink.
All right. Oh, nice.
Yeah, I figured that'd be my little Christmas gift to her.
My dad appreciated the end of that message, I'm sure.
Certainly.
Do we really care? He's got a point.
Not so much.
He's got a point.
Ain't nobody trying to see it. Then the blood would have been all over the place. Then you would have been there like, Travis, my hand. And my first thing coming out of my mouth is, well, Dad, man, I told your ass not to put your hand in the damn elevator.
Yeah, you didn't.
I didn't. In my head, I wanted to say something, but you already had put your hand in the
I
elevator.
would've
What was I
need
supposed
you-
to do?
I would have needed you to grab my lighter and cauterize so that the blood would hopefully stop somewhat. And then need you to wrap my hoodie around the arm.
You're
Hopefully get
You're a
my
guy
hand
who-
on ice.
You're a guy who's grabbed his back after you stood up too fast,
Uh-huh.
and you think you could cauterize a severed limb with
No,
a
he
lighter?
would have to.
You think you could be awake for cauterization of a severed limb?
Don't know.
And I feel like a lighter may not be strong.
Right.
enough.
It would just kind of cook it just a little.
I
It'd
always
be like,
say-
I need to put it back in the microwave for a little.
People like to think they know how they would react in certain situations, but you truly don't know unless it happens. So I can't answer that. I would like to think I would pass out from fear. But I can't say that would happen, which would be unfortunate for me.
But again, I don't think I should, like, okay, we got to put an asterisk next to
Because
my
I don't know how
cowardness.
shock would impact me in that situation.
I think you would pass out. There's no doubt in my mind you're passing out.
That would be ideal.
Yeah, you're definitely passing out. But I feel like because you seek out chaos, there should be an asterisk next to my cowardness. Because if I'm in the presence of you going after chaos, then you can't
wasn't
judge me
going
based
after
on my
chaos.
reaction. Because you enjoy it, just because you enjoy chaotic moments doesn't mean I have to have that same emotional reaction. So I don't think it's fair for me to have the same humpty-dum-dum reaction to chaos in the same fashion that you do.
So you're
We are not the
saying-
same.
Saying I put this on you and it's my fault.
I feel like you put this on me. You putting your hand in there. You could have waited.
Or-
Could you not have waited?
Or did I just reveal who you truly are?
I think you could have waited. I think your impatience caused you to almost lose a limb, and you're trying to shift that blame from your impatience onto my cowardness, and I don't think that's fair.
You said your cowardness.
I embrace I have cowardice. I just want to asterisk over it because there was a reason why I was a coward. Now, if you told me we were going to war
You're upset at me for revealing who you truly are.
in the presence of your chaos, like in any other chaotic moment, I would have been fine. In the presence of your
No,
chaos,
no.
I've been, Chris has been in the hood
You
before.
can't prove
Chris
that.
lives in Tower Grove. I've knocked on his door
You
before.
can't prove
If I was a
that.
coward, would I be able to do that?
You have
Answer
no
this.
evidence of that.
Answer this. Cowardice aside, is this something that if you were the significant other and that happened to you and they walked away, like, would there be like a relationship defining discussion?
If that was my significant other,
You're
she
a gardener, your significant other is you.
I would have.
Did you see the realization wash over his face? Yeah.
I'm not denying that it was a cowardly act.
Uh-huh.
I'm saying in the context of the cowardly act was your pursuit of chaos.
My pursuit
Your
was
pursuit of
simply
chaos.
to get us an elevator.
Yeah, but the way you went about in getting said elevator illustrates to me that
It was
you
not
were.
chaotic. The door was closing. My arm was in it. The door shut. And you ran away like a coward while my arm was still in the elevator.
If you went up to a gang member and tried to take
you
his
don't
gun,
get an asterisk.
Okay.
You are a coward.
I know I'm a coward.
No asterisk, coward.
Okay.
Just cowardly coward.
Realistically, you would have broken up with him if you guys were
Yes.
together after that moment.
Would you have broken up with me
It
if I
would-
ran away and your arm got
That's
chopped up by the
that's
elevator?
a clear sign that if you get rectal cancer, like, she's leaving.
Oh no, that's a slow process. I hang around for that, and also we talking about getting into the will. What am I in the
Okay.
estate?
would've-
That's a whole nother thing.
I
but
would
in
have been
that
doing
moment,
something different on Saturday night.
damn it.
All right. You know,
That's
what
all.
you know what you could do on a Saturday night? You could call Gateway Powder Coating, and you could really enjoy some great powder coating in the Midwest because they take care of you and yours. If you guys have something metal that needs painted or powder coated, no, you're going to just powder coat it. GatewayPowderCoat.com for more information. Check them out. They're out in O'Fallon. You can talk to them. You can talk to Mark and the gang. They'll work with you on anything you need taken care of, your wheels. And maybe you have a presidential candidacy to run, like almost a tour. And maybe that tour vehicle needs touched up. And maybe that tour vehicle contains comedian Ben Glebe. Sir.
That was
Glebe
quite a
2020.
transition.
That was a pull. That was
Wow,
rough.
that was a long walk
Ben
right
Glebe,
there.
It was. I was like, is he set up? Is he there? Is that? Ben Glebe's in town this weekend at Funny Bone, and he's also out spreading the word about his presidential campaign. Currently in the top 20, raising money in Democratic. On the
Oh,
Democratic
not in
side.
the top 20.
Number 17 now.
Nice.
right.
Yeah,
So you're like,
we're in the top 17.
at least 5 million ahead of Andrew Yang.
No, Yang's way ahead of us.
Okay.
He's doing good, Yang. He's like number 6 or number 5.
Goodness, Yang's moved up.
Yang's killing it.
Okay.
I was just at a campaign event with him in New Hampshire, and I was challenging him on his universal basic income ideas, telling him how bad of an idea I think that is. And he's like, I'm going to follow you on Twitter. I'm like, oh, that went well.
That's what you want out of your opponent. Hey, I may follow you on the socials.
Yeah. He agrees we need a comedian in this race, other than Trump.
That's certainly true. There's no Ben from Idiot Test. Most people know you from the other 2 times you've been on our show.
That's correct.
Currently, I mean, that's what
Most people nationally know me from that.
internationally as well.
Internationally. I
We
meant
have
to say, I said that.
a friend of
You
ours
guys
went to
muted it.
Canada this weekend, so
Oh,
we're
that's
we're
nice.
international now.
That's all. Congrats.
I know, it's a big day.
That's really great.
Ben, pumped to have you back in town at the Funny Bone. This is actually super interesting. Our friend was featuring for you in Springfield, so I got to see some parade action you went out and
Oh,
did.
yeah.
You've been taking this serious. You're getting out. You're talking to people. Looks like you're trying to make some real change.
It is. That's what I'm trying to do. You know, we decided to go as big as we could with this campaign. The real idea being specifically that I'm unconvinced that any of the Democrats running, other than me, are going to be able to beat Trump, because I don't think you can beat him with politics, and they're running traditional campaigns. They're just
true.
They're just doing what people have always done, and it's ineffective and ineffective against
I was going to ask.
against this guy who is not a politician. He's the greatest heckler in political history, and the way you take down a heckler,
Right.
from my 20 years of experience, is with a comedian. And so I decided to throw my hat into the ring, and I believe this is true because whether it's my campaign that does it or not, the president of Ukraine, it's been a bit in the news lately.
Yes.
Zelensky, 7 months ago, was a comedian before he ran for office.
Wait a minute, really?
Oh yeah, he was a stand-up comedian and an actor. He was known for playing the president on a comedy TV show for many years.
What?
Yeah, and so even if it's not me, a comedian looks like we'll take him down.
I agree. One way or
I'm
another.
just thinking of ways of how we're going to explain this to our grandchildren.
Yes.
I'm like, so this comedian in Ukraine, right? That's
And
kinda...
in Italy also, one of the most powerful people in the Italian government, Beppe Grillo, is a comedian too. So comedians are flowing to power.
I mean, Trump's absolutely the closest thing you could have. I mean, he's a performer. I mean,
He's a comedian.
1,000,000%. Yeah.
Yeah, he goes in these arenas like he's Sebastian Maniscalco up there, and he's just riffing in these arenas. Basically, Trump's whole riff in these arenas is, "Aren't you embarrassed?" I mean, he literally goes in there and he's like testing out jokes. He's like, "Another one. Here's what we're gonna say." And he even like walks himself into corners with these rallies. He just loves getting laughed so much. You can YouTube this one. It's another golden one where he identified a problem with his own wall during one of his rallies. He literally on stage he goes, "Look, we're gonna build a wall so tall, so tall. There'll be no way to get over this wall unless you have like a ladder." Yeah, people have ladders.
This is something that we've figured out in
People
society.
have figured out ladders.
Yeah.
And I hate to stereotype, but it's not like Mexican people don't have ladders.
It's a fair point.
Whenever I want to borrow a ladder, I call my Mexican friend. He's like, "You want a
specifically
6
who
foot,
you
8
call.
foot, or a 10 foot?" They got ladders. I got 4 ladders myself. I'm not even Latino or Latinx. And I got many. Also, Latinx, no Latino person wants to be called Latinx. That's a white liberal term we're forcing upon them.
Sure, yeah. that
Like the
makes-
Latinx.
Latinx. First of all, their X isn't even a sound in Spanish. It's X. Latinx. Sounds like I want a beer suddenly. Dos Latinx, por favor.
And you've leaned into it like a lot of comedians. We've talked to a few over the past few months who have tried to circumvent, I guess, some of their audience by avoiding politics.
Yeah.
You're walking right into it. What was your decision to ultimately walk towards it, where there's a lot of people in the industry that are trying to do what they can to be hands off?
I just think that while it certainly alienates a lot of people, when your values are challenged, when what the country stands for is completely up in the air, it's the duty of all of us, and especially our artists, to take a stand and to stand against tyranny and to stand against autocrats and to stand against people that are trying to squelch freedom of the press and trying to squelch the voice of small people and the regular American and trying to just run our country for their own personal benefit. It can't be allowed. And so there are certain things that are bigger than comedy and bigger than my career. And, I'm willing to take whatever amount that actually hurts my bottom line. It's been, I haven't barely even been working this year. I've been just campaigning. And when I do, I'm getting into sometimes arguments with Trump supporters.
Right.
And that's fine because we have to fight right now. The way I look at it is we can't always be about ourselves. That's what's so bad about Trump. And if people are willing to sacrifice for our country and sign up to fight and risk their lives for our country and sometimes get injured or killed on behalf of our country, I can sacrifice by losing some ticket sales.
Right.
I can sacrifice a little bit just to stand for what I believe in and to say this is not what America is. And it's not even a Republican or Democrat thing at all. It's amazing to me. I think Republicans of conscience have turned themselves against Trump.
Right.
But so many people just want power and policy more than morals
Yeah.
and country.
Yeah.
And that cannot stand. And so I put my foot down and said, no more of that.
That's the most honest answer I think we've had of anyone we've had in here all year. I'm glad, and thank you so much for answering it that way, because that's I think we joke about it on the show about, man, if you have an agenda or if you have a reason for doing something, say so. It's I think what gets people riled up is when you try to hide behind
Sure.
corners and come up with your list of excuses. So I appreciate your honesty. Thank you.
Of course. Look, we're just trying hard. And so, I just think the reason I ran is I just kept having this thought, what if I'm right? What if we do need a comedian? Thank you. What if we do need someone just brought me coffee? I didn't say thank you randomly. What if we do need a comedian? Thank you.
Guys, he might
Thank
have
you
an
very
issue running
much.
for president. He's got a really weird tick.
I'm fighting for you, thank you, and I'm fighting for me, thank you. I just kept thinking, what if I'm right? What if, because everybody I talk to says they don't think we're going to beat Trump again.
Right.
And so we need to try something else.
Right.
And I know my candidacy is a huge long shot, and I know that as every week goes by, it's even more of a long shot, and I don't know how many days we got left.
Right. Right.
If the mainstream media keeps keeping us out and the polls keep not putting us in the polls so we
Right.
can't even qualify for the debate, I don't know how much longer we've got left, but I wanted to at least be able to say that I did all I could.
Right.
I just kept thinking I can't live with myself if I don't try, if I
Right.
kept having this thought and I never gave it a chance. So I at least know now that I've done my best, and if people want to help give more voice and another choice to the American people, as we're trying to not only battle Trump, but we're trying to also fight, even on the Democratic side, all these political machines that are funded with millions of dollars and only from the inside, the establishment campaigns. Please go to glebe2020.com, GLEIB 2020.com, and donate whatever you can afford. $1, $5, $10, $50. It helps so much, and it really, every dollar helps us much, much more than a donation to Bernie Sanders or Joe Biden sending emails every day. We're in trouble, Ben. Please. We only need $8 million more by Thursday. Otherwise, we're behind our goals. We need $500 by Thursday. So your dollar goes a lot farther in our campaign.
Right.
And you can read all my positions there at glebe2020.com. Click on the issues page and read in depth my positions on 24 different issues we're public with. Some really innovative ideas you've never heard before from a campaign, some great middle ground solutions as well.
Right.
You can also come meet me this Sunday at 1 o'clock at Drunken Fish in Westport Plaza.
Oh, nice.
And come join me. I'm buying tea. I'm calling it tea, tuna, and talking. I'm buying tea and spicy tuna rolls and some apps for people. And
Okay.
I want to know what issues matter to you in St. Louis and the country.
Okay.
And tell you about my campaign. And I'm buying, so it costs you nothing.
That's great.
1 o'clock. But if you want to spend some money also and laugh, come out to my show.
Oh,
Funny Bone.
Funny Bone,
This-
absolutely.
tonight through Sunday, doing 5 more shows. And also, people want to know, I, of course, will be talking a little bit about politics in my act, but you're not going to be inundated with it. Still, even while running for office, I keep the politics mostly off the stage.
Right.
You're going to get less than 10 minutes politics, and the rest of the hour will just be a lot of shenanigans
Be a
and
good time.
silliness and personal stories and weird jokes. And then if you're sitting in the front, I will make fun of your life.
You've seen the industry from all the angles. Like you obviously been a writer, producer, host. Like what part of the industry do you want to continue on in should this presidential candidate not pan out?
All of it. I've been never able to narrow down what I do, and I've just made peace with that.
Okay.
I'm not going to probably end up being one of these niche guys that finds a niche. I mean, I think politics will be a bigger part of my life now going forward.
Okay.
In what I create, I'll be creating some kind of a political comedy show, maybe my own John Oliver meets Bill Maher kind of thing happening maybe soon.
Nice.
I created the Telethon for America back in November of last year. I'm going to definitely do it again in 2020, make sure we get even more historic voter turnout. So I'll be producing that, head writing that as well.
Nice.
And hopefully hosting it again. I hosted it last year with Olivia Munn.
Nice.
That was a great time, and we had like 95 enormous, amazing celebrities come out, like Natalie Portman and Charlize Theron, Chelsea Handler, Jane Fonda, Amy Schumer, Ray Romano, Julia
crazy.
Louis-Dreyfus, Pete Davidson. Everybody participate in it, and so we're planning to do that again. And stand up, my next hour is ready. I'm looking for a place to sell my special to.
Okay.
My current special, Neurotic Gangsters, on Amazon Prime.
All right.
It was on Showtime originally, and we're looking for another place, maybe Netflix, to do that.
Yeah, you've got Idiot Test on Netflix too, and I think it's interesting just from the comedy standpoint. Do you have a preference? Obviously, you want the most people to see it, and you want to be able to profit from it. I would
Yeah.
hope.
Yeah.
What's been your experience so far? If Netflix picks it up, is that the best way to blow you up through
For my
a medium?
stand-up special,
Yeah, for
yes,
sure.
stand-up definitely gets blown up the best through Netflix because everybody's watching it. They promote it. They can discover things that are the best. Like Comedy Central's cool, but they air your special a couple times and it's gone.
I just saw that with Ian Edwards, and then
that what happened?
I think it's
Ian's a
fantastic.
great
Especially
guy.
he's so good. And then our friend Mia just did a 30-minute one. They were on there, and I'm like, I think it's awesome. But I'm also just like, where's it go? Like, who's
Right.
watching this over and over and over? I don't know that is the
Right.
case.
At least Comedy Central, from what I hear, they're starting to really invest more in their digital
Yeah.
presence so you can live there a little bit longer. But I think Netflix is the best. Self-releasing is still an option that I might do. But all of it, I still act a little bit. I was just on the show American Princess this year on Lifetime.
Nice.
Possible recurring role if they get a second season. And I'm in the new Jay and the Silent Bob reboot movie.
Is that's an interesting thing? Kevin Smith and Jay, or what's up, Jason? I can't think of Muse. They're taking it around. Kevin
The
Smith.
Road Show.
They're doing that, and like from podcasting starting 10 years ago with him or whatever else. I guess it's just deeply rooted in comic, and I say this lovingly, or nerd culture, because they're gonna make a killing off this thing, and he's literally just taking it to towns and like, hey, come watch the movie with us. We'll get high and watch our new
Yeah,
film.
and they do a Q&A after.
Crushing it.
It's very smart. Yeah, Kevin's always been an innovator with the way he presents his stuff and is always on the forefront of things. My podcast, Last Week on Earth, I'm going to keep doing that. I'm going to actually reinvest in that and really get that going out more. It's on his network.
Yeah.
It's Modcast Network, and he's been a huge supporter of mine, and he's always been on the forefront of whatever the new thing is. And so it's incredible how he's done it, and I'm so grateful to him for putting me in that movie, too.
Nice.
I have a very small cameo, but it's a pretty funny scene. There's the main titles of the movie at the end, and they show a video of each of the main characters, and it literally is like Ben Affleck, Matt Damon, Chris Hemsworth, Ben Glebe. My usual crew. My usual crew. It's
Hanging
pretty
out on the
great.
Sunset Strip with
You better
those
believe
guys
it.
all the time.
If I had time, I would tell you stories, but I can't. There's such long stories. I can't tell you. I just tell you Hemsworth, so he's his character.
He's like, that him.
He'll get after it. Again, you can see Ben at Funny Bone all weekend long. Real quick, at glebe2020.com. I did tweet it out. You guys
And you can
check
get
that
tickets to the shows at benglebe.com, BenGleib.com. That's my comedy website. Keep them separate for sure.
Absolutely.
For FEC reasons.
Yes. I did have a question.
Okay.
On the website.
I don't know if I was taking questions. But I try not to take questions on
Candidate Glebe.
radio appearances, for sure.
Right. Combining white collar prisons and blue collar prisons.
Yes.
First of all, I love the site because you can tell you wrote it.
Yes, I did.
I was like, wow, this isn't boring.
Many
to read.
hours
This is
written
silly and fun.
into that.
Not silly. There's good aspects to it.
Yeah, no, I put funniness into my positions because that's what keeps people's attention.
Right.
Here we go. I'm going to read this. Want to stop corporate crime, Travis?
Okay, I
Do
do.
you?
I would like to.
Okay. Want true prison reform?
That would be nice.
That one thing will accomplish both. We should not have a class system in our jails. We will end discriminatory cash bail. And of course, we will end private prisons. Choose a better business, bro.
Combine white collar and blue collar prisons. Why should there be a class system even in our jails? It makes no sense.
It really does not.
Even when you're a criminal, there's the classy criminals and there's the regular criminals.
You're exactly right. We have a St. Louis County executive that was just recently prosecuted and sent to jail here in St. Louis. He was doing a little pay to play, and he got sent to a very nice luxury resort style prison in Montana and Dakotas.
South Dakota.
South Dakota.
Right.
And so and the paper showed like pictures of it, and it was like they were selling a resort or a place to take your
like the
grandma.
Passages Malibu
Right. It was
thing.
just
Yeah,
like
some
this
of
is
these
so-
prisons, they don't even lock the doors.
No!
It's an honor system
Hey, get
in
back
a
here.
jail. Could you imagine if that's how it was for weed dealers? Listen, we're just trusting you not to leave. If you leave, it's not a library, buddy. So it's insane that we don't offer real punishment to the people who are the worst criminals we've got.
Yes.
I'm sorry, somebody who's a weed dealer and is doing that to try to put bread on the table for their family
Right.
is you're saying they need to be locked up more intensely than somebody who's a white-collar criminal stealing millions when they already have a great-paying job
Yes.
and they're just out of sheer greed are stealing the life savings of millions of people? That person should be locked up with the murderers and the rapists, and you're going to see corporate crime drop through the floor so fast.
I'm not being funny, Ben Glebe. You're talking my language.
Thanks,
you're talking
man.
my language.
So here's another idea that my campaign has that's a very unique idea. That, every issue we just talk on two extremes. We don't try to find a middle ground. So the
Right.
Republicans are all like, you got to pay for your own way, pay your own college, we're not going to help you. And the Democrats are all, free college, we're going to pay for everybody's tuition, room, board. Sounds great. We don't have the money. We're kind of
Right.
broke right now. So I came up with a solution that's a perfect compromise. We're going to give free college to whoever wants it, a 4-year accredited university, but we're going to do it online. We're going to create an American university online.
Okay.
And you get free. It'll be one of the best colleges ever. You'll have like guest professors, have courses taught by Barack Obama
All right.
You heard of
and
him?
other past presidents and other past world leaders. And it's through video and it's online, and you only have to pay for one staff and for one set of administrators. And then you can still have in-person experiences in your town with satellite meetups and with intramural sports and fraternities and program boards, because all of that you pay for separately anyway.
Right.
So you still get a lot of the college experience, but if you want the free college, you go online and you get an amazing accredited
I
school.
like that. I like that idea.
Look at Ben Glebe and his ideas.
I like that idea.
Glebe 2020, Travis.
Just trying to solve all the problems of the country is all. But I guess the mainstream media is not
They're
interested.
not trying to hear
They
it.
want the 19th congressman to announce he's running, or the 85th billionaire trying to buy a spot in the race. Hi, Tom Steyer. I'm Tom Steyer. With $100 million, I will buy a spot. Nobody in the country is clamoring for a Tom Steyer administration. 0 people.
Not one.
But he's on the debate stage instantly, and instantly is legitimized by every single outlet.
Yeah.
Why? Because the system is corrupt. And so the biggest message of our campaign has become, we have to get the money out of our politics. It's so obvious how easily you can fix it, because we have all these huge amount of problems, and it sometimes seems daunting. How are we going to solve climate and stagnant wages and an ever-growing income and wealth gap and gun crisis and healthcare crisis with millions still uninsured? Well, the way you start tackling it is the core of each of those problems is the corruption of big business money in our politics.
Right.
The only reason we're not doing common sense things to fix all of those is exactly because on every one, we're beholden to what the big business interests want, the special interests want, not what the people want.
Right.
People don't care if we get off fossil fuels and shift to alternative energies. People don't care if we have common sense gun regulation that 98% of the country's in favor of.
Right.
But we let these lobbyists control it. So you don't outlaw lobbying, but you outlaw any even $1 from lobbyists ever being donated to a campaign, so they can stop funding the campaign, stop bundling for people's campaigns.
Right.
And then, for once, you'll be able to finally have politicians that are not beholden. So this time, right now, we should demand of whatever candidate emerges, both for president and everybody in Congress, pledge that they will vote to ban all lobbyist money. Even Elizabeth Warren's very strong anti-corruption plan doesn't ban all lobbyist money. Ban it all. There's no reason for it. One other simple law I'm pushing for is you pass one law that Congress has to vote on one issue at a time. No longer these muddied bills with poison pills. Oh, I'd like to support 9/11 victims, but there was a bridge in there I couldn't support. That's why I didn't vote for it. Where on earth can you vote for 2 disparate ideas in the same time?
Right.
That's not how brains work. You can't. It just creates a jammed up machine by the very nature of it.
Right.
One bill that says you only vote one thing at a time. Congress doesn't get so much done. They have to multitask.
Right.
Get one thing done at a time, bud.
They're not capable of more.
And so these simple fixes. I got arrested in Washington, D.C. just 2 months ago protesting corruption and joining the Democracy 911 protest that Represent Us organized. This amazing man named Ronaldo Pearson walked 730 miles from Atlanta to D.C. to protest corruption. So I flew to D.C. and
Oh,
joined him
wow.
for the last mile of that march, and we got arrested together, along with some other activists, standing against corruption. So we just need to put our foot down.
Right.
We just need to put our foot down and say enough is enough, and finally we'll be able to make some change because we're running out of time.
Yeah.
And none of this will be discussed during my hilarious stand-up shows at the Funny
Well, it's
Bone.
funny, but all weekend
It'll
long.
just be silly and funny, and we can talk politics after the show.
Certainly.
good.
Ben Glebe, Glebe 2020
Yes.
for the political website. BenGlebe.com for the comedy. Ben, third appearance. It's your best yet.
Thank you very much.
I
I plan
appreciate
to
it.
keep getting better. I'm like a fine wine. You pop me open and you smell me and let me breathe, and then eventually I'm gone.
And then you scream at your girlfriend afterwards.
Yeah.
Ben Glebe, check him out at Funny Bone all weekend long. We'll take a quick break. Chris Denman, Travis Sherrill. It's We Are Live at Midcoast Studio. Be right back.
Thank you.
Welcome back to the show. If you missed Ben Glebe, go back, check it out on the YouTube channel. Search out Midcoast Media. And thank you to Tech Electronics for the wonderful equipment we've got here in studio. We've got a Behringer over there. We got that working. In studio now with us, as most Fridays these days, Sam Lyons, 9 a.m.
Roar. Nice. Hey,
Sorry.
look, black people. Black people. You can't do nothing about it. It's Black Friday. Black people in your
This is the closest
face.
I'll get to Wakanda.
This is as much culture I've had in my entire life. In your face.
How's my rhythm?
You got it. It was pretty good.
Okay.
That was nice. That was good.
It's
Yeah.
something, I'll tell you that. Sam's in. We'll play some recasting call. We'll get into the mix, everybody. Gardner, why are you so smug about
I
that?
was just snorting. It's funny.
You're just giddy because Sam commented on your shirt.
It's a good shirt.
Yeah.
It does look like you're late for Bible study, but it's a good shirt. It's a good shirt.
Brothers.
Is it your nephew's first communion coming up? Is that what's going on?
Hey, if it was, I'd have like a.
Oh, target practice live on Gardner.
Oh no. I did that last week, and you guys looked at me like, "Hey, you can't do that."
No, you're easing into it.
You're getting there.
I'm a little late normally.
You can try. Try one more time. Come on. A little bit more rotation.
If you did it before,
There
I
you
shot
go.
it.
There you
Oh,
go.
there
All
go.
right. There you go, Gardner.
You look like you're going to be winded.
The shoulder.
I can see him starting to sweat. Don't ruin that nice shirt.
But the Gardner needs Tommy John
gonna
surgery
be a
after that.
bad
Oh, I thought I was going to need it at one point. I actually consulted an orthopedic surgeon about it,
Okay.
but it wasn't from throwing; it was from lifting up my backpack in a weird way, and I was starting to get.
That cool way, like how Zach Morris used to do
Yeah.
it. Yeah. They don't tell you that's bad for your posture.
Awful for your posture. Absolutely awful. If there was a surgery that they would name after you, what would be the procedure?
Well, my hope was that it was going to be non-athletic Tommy John surgery, could be called Chris Gardner surgery.
Ah, okay.
And I consulted with local orthopedic surgean Dr. Rick Lehman about this.
Right.
Abuse of your producer power,
Yes.
if I've ever seen it.
It almost certainly was, but yeah, I wanted to find out because I had asked him, "Hey, have you ever done Tommy John on anyone that wasn't an athlete?" He's like, he started laughing and was like, "I've only done it on people that do like throwing things." And I'm like, "What about putting their backpack on?" And he said, "No, he had not."
He is not.
What about throwing this dick? Is there a procedure?
Yeah,
Looking good.
about that, doc.
My surgery, Travis Terrell's surgery, would be like when one of your balls gets stuck and you need to
And
get
you're
it
doing
back
this a lot.
down, and that's not working. And so somebody got to go in and pull it back down. I
Damn,
want that to be,
yeah.
oh man, I need to get that Travis Terrell surgery. I want that surgery named after
Have you
me.
had that happen?
Huh?
Yeah.
They had to go up into the cavity and
Man, I had to do a lot of coughing and jumping down steps.
How
he
scared
goes,
were
he
you?
goes, hang on. Cough. Hang on, Doc.
Hold
I
on.
got it.
Yep, that's what it was. Like I try to get your ears to pop.
Let me sneeze.
Hold on 1 second, Doc.
Oh, that's scary when that happens.
Hey man, that's a moment where you start thinking about a lot of things. Am I like your first, like, what? Like, and then, because first it goes from, oh, let me just try to be coy with it. But then the panic starts to set. He's like,
yeah.
forget where I am. Get down! Get down!
That happened to me once, and I said, "Nobody move!"
That's the proper reaction. Hey! Supposed to be two, only one.
I need to
Nobody go
focus.
anywhere right now. Don't nobody move. Sam, I said don't move. Fuck. Okay, we good again. There we go.
Mine would be like some kind of ankle surgery because I've tripped and I've snapped my ankle over every single thing.
Because you're old. just
Since
because you're-
no, this started when I was like 12.
Chris will
and
pour
yeah,
coffee and he will twist his egg.
Yeah.
He'll be like, deep. Ah, shit!
Yeah, it was real bad. The worst being before a game in warm-ups, then you have a softball hanging off the side of your leg.
Been there.
That's pretty.
Sports.
Sam, I've
Shit, man.
been meaning to ask you, what are these sports that you have played in your past?
This man, I've dabbled in the cornhole.
Okay.
I've,
Jesus.
Yeah.
Sounds like a Saturday night.
I've fucked around with some table shuffleboard. I've
Okay.
been known to make it rain with the. I can't think of a third one.
But now you,
Net ball, spike ball. You guys ever
Spike
fuck with
ball-
spike ball?
what's a spike ball?
Spike ball, you play it in like a park area, and it's a little trampoline net, and you have a little ball about yay big,
All right.
and you're in teams of two. It's kind of like Foursquare, but you slap the ball off the trampoline to each other, and you have to like do it in a certain procession. It's actually a lot
okay,
of
I
fun.
kind of like that.
Yeah,
I kind of like
It
that.
started out just like a it was on like one of those late night like infomercial shows, and in my fraternity, this guy ordered 3 of them, and every week the whole fraternity started going to like the tailgating area of campus,
Right.
and where I would lay out with blankets, and we just play spike ball, and like within a year, like half the campus would be out there.
Nice.
Getting
I have
it.
a game that I invented recently where a group of friends, we get those big inflatable balloon things where you like you're a balloon ball.
Sure.
Yeah, and you get like you take like 3 or 4 edibles and you
Sure,
just go
sure.
to the park and you just run against each other for hours. I call that highball.
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 Ah.
All these old businessmen keep showing up to your.
I was about to say afterwards you go to Brennan's and celebrate with a
Yeah,
highball.
yeah.
man.
No. Oh, I get Brennan's a sponsor. Oh, okay.
there we
Just
go.
found out Brennan's new league. Highball.
Goodness gracious, Travis, you've got a casting call to do.
Yeah.
I know your favorite film is Crash. I think you relate mostly to its realness, right?
If it's one thing that I certainly relate to, it's the Lorenz Tate and Ludacris characters, who of course were thugs, and Hoteps at the same time. So to be able to,
Mind your tone. All right.
okay, I apologize.
You tell me black people can't have their own individual opinions. We all have to be in line about.
We kind of have to. That's the only way we can win this war. I mean, this equality. This is how we achieve equality.
What's
What about Terrence Howard? What about
Terrence Howard
his
is
new
in the
nickname's
movie.
Terrence Coward.
What about Don Cheadle? You know what
Don
I'm saying?
Cheadle is in the movie, and they both like kind of hate their people.
They do. Right? Fuck. Man, damn it! Is Crash not a good movie? This could be a real bummer
Yeah,
if
this
we
is
go through
gonna-
this and I realize
Ugh.
I loved it when I was a kid. Man.
It was
I
a-
loved it was the intertwining like all these different stories.
It
connecting.
was-
I get off.
I
on
do.
that
I
shit.
do love that
Like
shit
Crazy
too.
Stupid
That's
Love.
good. Yeah.
This Is Us. That's my shit.
Love Actually. I love
Lo-
Love Actually, man. That's such a good.
I
it's a
didn't
good-
see it.
Okay.
Is
gotcha.
that the?
Watch it with your girlfriend, and she will like a waterfall.
All
I feel like
right.
a bunch of chronic
Like a
nice guys in that
waterfall.
movie.
Am I right,
Hang
dude?
on.
You've been
He
there.
has an actual girlfriend. There's an actual person.
There's a bunch of toxic nice guys in that movie, right? Like
Oh yeah,
Isn't-
definitely.
isn't
Andrew
Patrick-
Lincoln is the complete.
Andrew Lincoln, isn't Patrick Dempsey in that? deal,
Yeah,
bitch?
yeah. It's like
yeah.
Andrew Lincoln just
Is
like
it toxic nicety?
yes.
Yes.
Mm.
It's like
How you gonna show up to your best friend's house?
whoa.
Then his wife answer the door. You don't tell him you there, and you just got these cute cards telling the wife how much you in love with her. I would have shot, boy. I
that
don't blame.
Andrew-
I don't blame
man.
Negan. I don't blame.
You don't
Negan.
blame.
I don't blame him at
That's
all.
the first
Negan-
Walking Dead reference
Yeah,
I've
that
gotten in
was
6
yeah,
years.
You're welcome. I don't
Why,
blame him.
why
at all.
don't you blame Negan?
Because Andrew Lincoln was being a hoe.
What does that have to do with Negan?
Yeah, because Negan
Andrew
killed his
Lincoln is
friends.
a-
Or let you know, don't sleep. Try to sleep with your homie best friend.
Okay.
Your best friend's wife. That's rude.
That is
We don't do that in the culture.
No, actually, that happens quite often.
I was
in
going
the
to say,
culture.
like, I have
Mind
some
your-
numbers
mind
that would
yourself.
disagree with
My
that.
bad. It's time for recasting call. With
No. What's a hotep first?
okay.
Let's back
As-
it
as
up.
a-
I
as a-
was wondering if he was gonna.
All
ask
right, so Hotep is a person that's way past woke. They have taken the woke exit and they have just absolutely just flown the coop.
It's like imagine like a social media liberal, who like spends all their time on like Twitter and Facebook with all the hashtags
Yes.
about times up, this, that, yeah, but they don't like do anything in actual, not disparaging social media movements, but they don't do anything physical
I'd
for
say,
those movements.
I would argue that a large portion of the people on social media are in that category.
Yeah, but you get but
Most.
yeah.
It's generally somebody who takes widely accepted premises and historical facts and then accentuates them to the point where it muddies down the initial premise and offers what some would consider more conspiracy theory type of
go on.
thinking.
Conspiracy brother and undercover brother.
Yeah,
For
yeah,
example,
yeah. Dave
Lu-
Chappelle's character.
Can I
in
be
that
a
one.
hotep?
You be like, you could be like, so the white man puts carcinogens inside the watermelon, and the watermelon goes inside. That's what we.
I got you.
yeah.
There's a scene where Ludacris like refuses, learns to take like, yo man, we don't have a car anymore because we're car thieves that lost our stolen cars, so we gotta take the bus. And Ludacris is like, I'm not taking the bus. They put those big ass windows on it so it can embarrass the minorities and the people and the poor that have to take the. It's like shut the fuck up and get your transfer, dude. like it's
that
$6
guy.
for a week pass. That's a great deal. You know how expensive gas is in Los Angeles?
and
Are you
it's
kidding me?
generally the person who's like incredibly poor, and the reason why they're poor is because money when it touches my hands transfers
Come on.
AIDS.
Right.
So when I get the AIDS, they should. So that's why I don't have money. It's that kind of thing.
Can't you just have direct deposit then under
Yeah,
a
that's
card so you don't have
Direct
to touch money?
deposit,
Okay.
and so then it goes.
Are we
from-
doing make it
direct
racist?
deposit my money directly.
Well, it's not exactly like Make It Racist, Chris, but yeah,
kinda,
but
but-
sort of, basically.
Speaking of the
Make it
bus,
fascist.
Oh fuck, are we hoteps?
Shit.
A lot of introspective moments here.
What has happened to us, Sam?
Sam, have you ever seen a fight on the bus?
Have I ever seen it? I actually haven't. I
Okay.
know like that's
That would
just
be- that's-
coincidence that I haven't. But no,
Okay, I was just
school
curious.
bus, plenty of fights.
Plenty of fights in school.
Like when I was a kid, I'm not just like on school buses now watching fights.
I saw a pretty good argument on the bus the other day.
I've seen
and-
I've seen some good arguments. Yeah.
Okay, what's like the best argument you've seen that you can maybe think of?
Dude wouldn't buy a dime bag off this guy. Man, you see
No,
how
thanks. I'm good.
loud. He's walking up and down the metro cars like loud, 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 loud. Anybody need? That one's like, yeah, what you got? And he like shows me, he's like, oh no, man, I'm good. It's like, man, I'm gonna take it out the bag, and you not gonna buy it? Like we in a Ross or something? You just window shopping? Man, I know you got $10 for this little bag. Why you holding on to your pockets like that? I'm on this bus trying to make.
Yeah, do
I could be out here robbing y'all. I'm just trying to sell a little product and make you feel good, make me feel good. But you want to be stingy with? All right, fam. All right, man. I'll buy it. No, I don't even want your greasy
Oh, my
money.
Oh
And,
no!
like ooh, this is a good one.
Yeah, I saw one the other day that
Well-
had a lady yelling at another guy calling him a pedophile, and
Hell yeah.
I felt soft. I told the guys this because
I hope you didn't feel hard. I mean,
Yeah.
no,
that's
not like
great.
that.
Good job.
Because my
No. That was way too much celebration.
yeah.
Hand the
on.
ball to the ref next
I
time.
don't get to see Trav often,
I
so
don't, you know, you're gonna hang out a lot.
Tune in and see him right
'Cause
here
I was-
5 days a week.
I was
that's not. I got a job, Chris.
I got things. to
2 to
do.
5 days a week.
Yeah, 2 to 3, 4. Day and a half a week. You can
The one
definitely
day
see him.
I'm not watching the show is when I'm in here. On the
Yeah.
Just because I got my stop was coming up, so I didn't see how everything completely ended, and I felt like I was the white boy getting off because he was scared of
No bitch ass getting all scared
Yeah.
for.
And I
Why-
was like,
The thick ass Jesus.
Jesus, what you doing?
Thick Jesus, where you going?
Were you scared of a little
Oh, I
culture?
guess you got resurrected now, huh? I guess you going back up to heaven, huh, Jesus?
Ain't nobody trying to hurt you. This between us.
Shoot.
Are you a pedophile? Now
Sit
what
your
is
Santa
talking to
Claus
you?
ass that route. We say something you like.
We know you taking this bus all the way to Hampton. Get back in your seat.
Yeah, sit your ass down. We know you got a ways to go to Clayton. Sit down.
yeah, that.
This is the hip hop remix of the Old White Men and the Muppets.
Yes,
you,
it is.
you two.
Oh, yes.
Hell
Let's
yes.
go. Yeah, that's a show. Let's do that. All right, copyright. We got it. Chris,
can't-
give me the executive
Hard
producer.
dibs.
Hard
producer.
You're
Hard
executive
dibs. Hard
producer.
dibs.
Yeah, we got dibs. Sorry, we called it.
You
That's how it
don't
works.
just yell copyright and have copyright.
No,
Yeah, that's how it works.
A presidential candidate.
Theodore
just-
James
Thank you.
Copyright told us
Thank you.
in the articles.
Yeah. Y'all racist as hell.
Double trouble, bitch.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, cool. I like that idea.
Before we get into a game, I wanted to look at a clip here real quick. From Kanye West.
Okay.
Wait, you mean genius Christian billionaire Kanye West?
Thank you. Thank
But
you.
but you can call him Kanye West for sure.
Well, yeah. And soon to be Overlord West.
So there's one particular part we had discussed earlier in the week of his speech.
Sunday morning service. With
Yeah,
Joel Osteen?
at Lakewood Church with Joel Osteen.
Lakewood.
There's one particular part that we found a little bit amusing, and we wanted to get your response. Sam, it's a gentleman in the audience at the end here of this awkward silence.
Okay.
Here's a clip.
Because if there's an advertisement for a strip club, that is advertising sex trafficking, because at the end of the night, when they close up, the manager says, how much traffic do we have?
All right.
Excuse me?
Who's the guy at the end?
Hey, sir, what?
Can we do that one more time?
Okay, hold
Yes,
Let's
on.
do
sir,
it like
excuse-
3 more times. Let's do it one more time right
Excuse
now.
me, sir?
Okay, the gentleman at the end.
Because if there's an advertisement for a strip club, that is advertising sex trafficking, because at the end of the night, when they close up, the manager says, how much traffic do we have?
Excuse me, hold on.
Christ.
Sir. Sir.
Now, all the strip clubs Kanye West done been in, first and foremost, let's be very clear. Kanye has been
In every strip
in every strip club.
Every strip club in the world. Every single one.
That's-
At least 3 times.
Amazing.
and then Kanye.
At the end of the night,
it
the
contri-
manager says how much traffic. Dude, first of all, if it was
You know
a
who
strip
also
club,
says that too? General managers at Chili's.
Yes.
How much?
If it was a strip club that was sex trafficking, I think the manager would already know by the end of the night how much traffic there was. Otherwise, he wouldn't be good at his job. I hope if he is sex trafficking, I hope he's not good at his job. Because fuck sex traffickers and everybody who supports and defends them. But if he, I don't, that's not. what's
Also,
going on.
I don't think that's how you audit at the end of the evening if you're a sex trafficker by going up to one of the employees and asking, "Hey,
How much sex did we traffic?"
How much traffic did we traffic tonight?" I don't know verbatim, but I would imagine that's not how it goes.
I'm essentially a pimp. I'm going to be really reasonable and trust you.
Hello, Sam. Can you
Fellow
please break
reasonable
out the ledger so I can check out the trafficking we
Can you imagine if
participated
Larry
in?
Flint's had a ledger. Just
Hey, when you come down from all that Molly you took, can you tell me the amount of customers that came in here tonight? I just need to get it for the QuickBooks.
And then I want to know, and I want that man who said, "All right,
Yeah, who is that guy?
who are you, sir? And what are you a
Who's-
trafficker yourself?"
how much? How many people came in for a private dance, and how many came in just for the beer and Jenga? That's what.
I want to know who that gentleman is that yelled, "All right."
All right.
All right.
Because I want to know why he yelled, "All right." I want to know why.
It was probably
was a-
Barack Obama's brother.
And it's also that but here's the thing, like that type of silence, like that has to send chills down his back. Like no one
As a performer?
Yeah,
you
as a
mean?
performer.
Well,
Like there
well,
was nobody was
That's
nobody
what that guy was. That was the I'm gonna save my guy.
to save
up
my
here.
guy.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm
One
gonna
more
say
time, one more
something.
time.
Yeah, he kind of saves him because listen to how silent it is.
Okay. Here you go.
Because if there's an advertisement for a strip club, that is advertising sex trafficking. Because at the end of the night, when they close up, the manager says, how much traffic do we have?
That's my cousin Brandon.
That's
That's my cousin. I heard it the
him?
third time.
Yeah.
I like how Osteen turned away at that moment, too.
Yeah, because they were waiting. They were like, "Oh, that there's no more to this sentence."
That's what
They
happened.
were like,
Joel
no.
seems like maybe I should have opened up the church for that hurricane.
Yeah, that's what you get. Guy was like, you didn't think I was gonna come back, did you? Got some karma for your ass.
I did some audio forensics, actually.
Oh, we have that ability with Tech Electronics. I don't know if you
What
guys do
Wait,
that.
Tech Electronics our sponsor?
Yeah, our sponsor
Your
can.
sponsor.
They have the ability to do a little forensics on the audio.
And I found another portion where it seemed like there was someone in the audience
Oh.
participating, and they sound familiar.
Huh?
So I don't know. I think maybe, I just want you guys to have a listen.
Let's listen
and
again.
see what this is a different portion of Kanye's talk. And just tell me what you hear near the end here. It goes for about 20 seconds.
To lower the kids' superpower and esteem so that they can be more susceptible to consumption and feel that they need to consume and become a part of the robotic numeric system that controls so much of the media.
What is it?
Oh.
Did I
What now?
did I hear
Play that
Hey,
back.
men with the shit.
did I hear Travis Terrell there yelling, "I ain't
That
paying
sounded
for
like,
this shit"?
What?
I ain't paid for this shit.
I don't think your
Let's go
forensics
back.
caught that. Play it one more time.
One
I
more.
don't know.
I'm
Okay,
gonna.
let's listen closely.
I'm gonna start a little further in here. And
don't-
let's
I-
just
That was a
see.
lot. I can't
Not
even
all.
say consume in 8 different sentences.
Numeric.
Numeric
Become
and the
a part
computerization.
of the robotic numeric system that controls so much of the media.
Travis, did you make a trip to Houston?
You were down there.
What ain't he paid? It was a free event. What ain't he paying for?
I asked for a little extra wine. I thought it was
Hey,
free.
don't-
I
hey,
said-
don't-
I
don't
thought
hug
it
the
was.
They don't
Exactly.
do wine in Lakewood. Straight cranberry juice.
Ah, shit.
I've been at Lakewood Church.
That's why I said I ain't
Straight
paying for this shit.
Yeah,
I
I
knew
ain't paying-
cranberry to
yeah.
Merlot. I knew what the difference was. And they was like, so that'd be $10. Like, motherfucker, this cranberry.
Yeah.
I ain't paying for this shit.
Nor
All
should
right.
you. No shit.
I ain't paying for this shit. All right.
The man was saying, all right, to me not paying for no $10
Oh, yeah,
cranberry.
Can you get that audio spliced to me together to sample for a beat? I ain't paying for this shit. All right. I ain't paying for this shit. All right. I ain't paying for this shit.
All right.
I ain't paying for this shit.
All right, all right,
I
all
ain't
right.
paying for this shit. All right. I ain't paying for this shit. All right. All right. That's the next modest mouth.
That is going to be our next collab.
I love I can just say the words Modest Mouse. Like they're fucking,
Gives me like a 10-minute break.
it's their activation phase.
It's time for recasting call.
I didn't know where you were going with it.
In LA, nobody touches you. We're always behind this metal and glass. I think we miss that touch so much. We crash into each other just so we can feel something.
We hurt people. That's the overlying message
Just so we can feel.
of Crash.
Just so we can feel again.
Like Lady Antebellum said, I'd rather hurt than feel nothing at all.
Hmm.
Who?
I don't know. Country music band.
Be careful.
Antebellum. That's
Lady Antebellum.
bullshit.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
That's the name of
That's
the
band. That's-
Jordan Peele's latest thriller, spy, scary movie. He's got a film called Antebellum
Oh.
coming out in, I think, February
He's got
2020.
2 movies coming out. He's busy.
Antebellum.
He's a busy,
guy,
busy beaver.
busy
Is it going to be Southern?
Busy guy.
I would assume. It would be really disrespectful if it wasn't.
If it
Yeah.
was, yeah. I don't know how.
But it looks very interesting. It looks like the trailer is very. I'll show you the trailer after
Is
the
it
show.
on a plantation or something?
It's on a plantation, but it's also taking place in modern day time. So I have a feeling that it's.
Isn't it like someone's like dad goes missing? He tries to go find him. Is that might be the other Jordan Peele movie? I'm thinking
Gosh,
of.
he's got a couple, doesn't he?
God
All
damn.
right, we'll figure this out.
Well, we're doing a casting call today with Crash.
Right.
But we're replacing the cast with
There we go.
Disney
Yeah.
characters.
All
So
right.
Disney characters will replace the cast of Crash. Crash had a top shelf cast.
It really did.
It was, I believe, it ended up winning Best Picture.
Mm-hmm.
Starring Don Cheadle, Sandra Bullock, Matt Dillon, Thandie Newton, Jennifer Esposito, Ryan Felipe, Terrence Howard, Brendan Fraser, Michael Pena, Willem Finkner's in it, Ludacris, Lorenz Tate. You got Keith David, Tony Danza is also in this. Nona Gay,
Wait,
Daniel
who's
Day
Keith
Kim.
David?
I know Daniel Day Kim was in this. Loretta Devine, is that? All right, cool. All right.
Keith David's got the voice, right?
Right. He is to be the voice, I think, of the head gargoyle in
Yeah,
Gargoyles.
yeah. Who's Keith David in this?
The lieutenant.
Ah,
I remember
okay.
him. He's
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
hey,
yeah.
man, shut the hell up.
Yeah,
And that was about it. Because that's when the Ryan Felipe's character was like,
What's
I
up-
got to
what's the
complain.
other- yeah, I
And
can't be- I
he's like,
can't
man, I'm
ride
a
with the
black
racist."
lieutenant. What the hell I got to say about racism inside the police force? And that was probably the only thing I was related to in that movie. I was like, oh, that's a good point. At least he's keeping it 100.
You didn't relate to Lorenz Tate being into the fuck. What's the?
I didn't like Lorenz Tate. Who's the one who did? Was it Ludacris who didn't tip?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I had a problem with Ludacris's character after that.
Lorenz
'Cause
Tate
he-
was an all-around solid guy in
Yeah.
this picture, other than the stealing cars thing.
All right, so then let's see where we want to start with. Let's do with the characters we see at the opening of the scene. That, of course, is Anthony and Peter Waters. Anthony's played by Ludacris. Lorenz Tate plays Peter Waters. Lou's playing Anthony. I think we're gonna keep it. I am going with. He's
Loud.
He's loud.
He talks a lot, but he doesn't really say anything.
It's the brave little toaster. Is that a Disney
Is that a
character?
Disney character?
The brave little toaster. What are you talking about?
I know you're talking about, but is that a Disney character?
I don't know. I think
Don't
I
you
saw
love
it on
that brave little toaster ride at Disney World? Like, it was such a huge hit for them.
I
hope
have
the
Disney
House of
Plus and I
Mouse-
saw it on there. So
See, he's got a lot of bravado. He's very in your face, very sure of himself.
okay.
I was thinking Ham from Toy Story.
Oh, I like that.
Which is ironic because his character in the movie probably doesn't eat pork.
I'm going with the dragon from Mulan.
Mushu.
Mushu.
Okay. I
Because
like
he's
that.
loud. He's like, Eddie Murphy's character, of course.
Okay.
I
So
like
I'm going
that. I
Mushu.
like that.
Who are you going with for
For
Lorenz
Lorenz
Tate?
Tate. Oh, shit.
A little bit cool, kind
He's
of.
really cool. He's got his own beliefs, but mostly he's happy to be here.
Okay.
He's himself. He's not, he legitimately fucks with the LA Kings. He's legitimately like into country music. Like, everybody
Okay.
thinks he's like doing a bit, being a dick, but he's just like he likes what he likes. He doesn't fold himself into expectations. He can be many different things and take on many different appearances. Kind of not to stick with Toy Story, but kind of like our friend James T. Potato Head.
Oh,
Kind of like
I
our
like that one. I
friend.
like that one.
The way you said that. Kind of like our friend.
I'm gonna go with Stitch from Lilo and Stitch because he's an alien. Stitch is.
Stitch is an
Yeah.
alien. Yeah.
And that's why that would be that character.
And Lawrence Tate kind of okay. I see what you're saying. I get what you're.
We can go with yours.
See, this is all about compromise. Right?
That's
Very
right.
impressive.
Just like the movie Crash, it's all about compromise.
Certainly.
What if the real Crash was the friends we made along the way? You know
That's what it
I'm saying?
was. That's what it
So
was.
good. It's so
Yes,
true.
that's a good point.
And you can learn lessons like that at St. Louis Counseling Services, stlouiscounseling.org. Online, you can see the webisodes, podcast episodes available on the website. They're doing another great one today. They're recording right after us. And then you can check out all their capabilities, again, online, stlouiscounseling.org for you and yours in the St. Louis area.
Let's go to our friend Terrence Howard, who plays Cameron Thayer.
Hey, man.
Hey, man.
Now, we know Cameron is a television producer,
Right, right.
but he's also, he's kind of what they describe in the film as the Oreo, black on the outside, white on the inside, a guy that often doesn't see color, the guy that...
The guy, he's made it so far that he doesn't
Yeah.
realize that a lot of people who look like him
Still gotta go
are still
through
in
it.
it's the shit Tupac was talking about.
It's very true. So he's kind of forgotten where he's come from.
Damn. Could it be Buzz Lightyear?
Buzz did forget where he came from.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Buzz did forget where he came from. That is very
Nice.
true.
Stranger in a
Oh.
strange land.
Yes, he is, and it's an entire adjustment for him once he's put into this situation.
And when he does see what's going on, when he realizes that he can't fly, it's like he can't.
feels helpless.
He crashes.
He crashes.
He crashes.
He crashes.
Ah. Give me the Oscar, huh?
All right, we're done.
Shut her down.
Fuck your set, huh?
There
All
it
right.
is.
Well done.
Nice.
That's open and shut case.
See what happens if you just keep talking out
Yeah,
loud?
that's what we do. That's what we do. That's the point of this show.
Finally
Just
get
keep
there.
talking. We'll get to a point.
You
at
don't
some
know how
point.
you're going to get there?
Boom, boom. I love to. We don't have
Or
a
why?
map, but we got a compass that we kind of know how to use.
It is in our possession.
It's packed. Someone packed it. We just haven't found it yet.
Right.
Then we have to go then to the lovely Thandie Newton, Christine Thayer. Now, Christine Thayer, her character was a little bit complicated.
What was her character? It was
Her character, she was the wife that kind of was a little bit more woke. She was very,
Terrence Howard's wife?
yeah, she was more forward. She definitely was like she called him out
Yeah.
on his not being completely authentic.
Okay,
So
all
she
right.
was a person.
For
she-
some in my head that's Zoe Saldana for some reason. Like
That's
who plays-
fair.
That's why I was confused.
They
You said
gotta look
Thandie
alike.
Newton. Okay, all right, I see. All right.
So our character, so she's forward. She's pretty honest.
Tells it how it is.
Tells it how it is.
She understands that sometimes you have to break down the people you love in order to build them up. You have hard loyalty means hard truths.
Who exemplified that as a Disney character?
Loyalty and hard truths. Mulan?
Oh, I like that. Mulan did keep it 100. And she kind of looks like Mulan. Is that racist?
That was a little.
Little racist?
Maybe it's a little bit on me for a minute. I don't know. But yeah, but
Please
no,
don't ask me to
Mulan's a
answer
very
that.
strong character. Mulan's very. She's not gonna shut the fuck up for anybody. You know.
That's true. That's true. I like
She's
Mulan.
like, Dad, yo, Dad, you're too old to be going to war. You don't want to listen to me. I'll just go. Like,
Right,
I'm not gonna
right.
let you die. You
That's
know.
a good point.
And,
Mulan was such
she's
a
like,
hero.
she's telling her like, I'm not gonna let you die blind to what's going on with your people. Like,
Ooh.
I love. Damn it, I love you, man, but I can't love you if you don't love yourself and your people. That's a strong woman. That's a strong fucking woman.
That's true.
Nice.
I like that. He's
He's
good.
on fire.
This
He
is
is.
wow.
fun.
This is a big segment for you guys.
All right, so let's.
Have you seen Crash?
Yeah, I've seen Crash. I'm lacking in the Disney movies on you guys' side.
Weird.
I have no joy in my
childhood.
Because when you were a kid, Disney was just on Wednesday nights, and that's when you had church.
Let's go with Rick and Gene Cabot. Rick was played by Brendan Fraser, and of course,
Now I'm
Gene
listening.
Cabot was played by Sandra Bullock. Let's start with Brendan Fraser's character, Chris's favorite actor. Rick Cabot. He's
Brendan
kind
Fraser's
of
a treat.
now. Brendan Fraser's kind of he
say
kind of
that.
plays
Had a
like
hell
the
of a
white
career.
liberal in this. He's running for office, I believe.
Oh,
in
he's running
this.
for DA.
Yeah, and he's basically we see him, his character, his wife is being extra racist, and he's having to pull her back and telling her to chill out, like a typical moderate Dem would probably do. Who is a moderate character, if you will, in the Disney
He
universe?
wants to strike some change, but he mostly just wants to go with the flow.
Yes. That could be said for a lot of Disney characters. They do want change, but they kind of want to go with the flow.
Flick from Bug's Life.
Who the hell saw A Bug's Life?
Everybody saw.
Everybody
Bugs
saw
Life, man.
Bugs
Everybody
Life.
saw
Really?
Bugs
Well,
Life.
what'd you watch? Ants? Get the fuck out of here.
I watched the Seinfeld one.
Fucking DreamWorks.
I'm a bee.
Again, with the DreamWorks bullshit.
I'm gonna go Sheriff Woody. I'm gonna go Woody because Woody,
Okay.
you know, he wants to be Andy's toy forever. He likes the status quo.
Okay.
And when Buzz shows up crashing into his world,
Okay.
Oh gosh,
he hates the idea of his world changing.
Yeah,
he
alright.
kind of wants to keep things moving along as is. Happy-go-lucky people, just oblivious to the needs
Yeah.
and wants of others.
Brendan Fraser kind of has a Woody chin,
He
too.
does. I'm gonna go Sheriff Woody.
I'll take it. I'll
Okay.
take it.
All right then. All right, so then of course we got to go to Gene Cabot, played by the lovely Sandra Bullock.
Just this
who
role.
is
This role was just
racist.
practicing for her role in Blindside. I can't say enough. As many good things as I can say about Crash, I can say that many bad things about Blindside.
I want to say my friend went to high school with Michael Orr, and he was just like, he's whatever as a guy
Where'd your friend go to high school?
in Memphis. At I don't what is it a private?
Briarcrest.
Is it a private school
Yeah.
in Germantown or
Yep.
whatever? I think that's where.
Okay, yeah.
I think in the Orr was like our age,
The
right?
daughter, or might be your age. 'Cause
Yeah,
the
like
daughter
34 or
was
so.
2 years ahead of me
Okay,
in college,
that would make sense.
and I think he was right ahead of her. So
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
so-
cool.
What an interesting how that blew up too, and then it went from being a darling to like people being like, I don't know.
That
I don't
movie
feel about
sucks.
it." I never saw it. Yeah.
Tim McGraw's the best thing in that movie.
Really, Tim McGraw's in that?
He
I didn't
plays
know
the
that.
dad, yeah.
Yeah, he played the dad in Friday
Friday
Night Lights too.
and in Tomorrowland.
Mm.
Killer roles in all three. Anyway, we're talking about Sandra Bullock. and
Oh, let's
Crash.
talk more Tim McGraw.
Let's talk more. The thing about Tim McGraw is when he says,
Hey, wait a damn minute. Hold on. now.
"Don't save the girl," like he's
Miracle.
What has happened?
Oh man. Okay, back to it.
all right. So Sandra Bullock is her character.
Maleficent.
Who?
Maleficent.
Yeah.
Could,
kinda just
could
cold.
Maleficent. Maleficent.
Maleficent.
Maleficent. Melody.
There you go.
Thank you. She is a bit of a, I hate to say it, a bitch. And that's what Sandra Bullock character was.
Yeah. Honestly, she could be Maleficent. She could be. She's just rude to people that are like she considers to be under her, and maybe she doesn't realize the racial undertones of it, but they're for sure there.
Yeah, very
So yeah, she could be Maleficent. She could be Ursula.
Or she could be Bo Peep from Toy Story. Everybody know Bo Peep had an undercurrent of racism. She wasn't messing with any of the black toys inside Andy's room.
Damn.
Nobody thought about that.
Really?
All your heroes are villains.
Now think about that. Think about Bo Peep. Bo Peep wasn't setting it out for no other black toys inside there. So I'm just wondering, why was that the case? What is it about Woody? And he law enforcement? So you know they really into like, ooh,
Really?
I support the blue. So you know
That's
she got a
perfect.
look.
Yeah, that's
so
perfect
So Bo
pairing.
Peep, you
There's
you-
for sure.
She looks good. You see Sandra Bullock, you look good, beautiful. You never expect that undercurrent. That's what you get from
I
Bo
bet
Peep.
if we go back and watch that movie again, we'll find a scene in their house with a picture of them dressed as Woody and Bo Peep for Halloween.
In blackface.
In blackface.
Thank you.
Blackface.
Will
The
O'Donnell.
gentle
letting us-
racism of Lil Bo Peep.
Wow.
Who knew?
The new docu series coming out this fall.
What's Will O'Donnell want?
Will O'Donnell says your country music knowledge makes him swoon.
What's up, baby? All right. I'll sing Garth Brooks to you all day.
This is getting hot.
and
one?
Chris Gaines. I don't give a fuck.
Oh, Australian.
Would it be funny if there was one
Australia.
person?
I think Chris Gaines was.
Chris Gaines
Do you
is
know who
Garth
Chris?
Brooks.
Don't tell him. We need to let this perpetuate for another year. Damn it.
Yeah, I know who. It's the alter ego.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Why
but I
would you
think
say
the-
that?
You
I
think the
think
alter
the-
ego's Australian?
I
Oh,
think
you
the
know what?
alter ego's Australian.
Oh boy. I hope,
Like,
I hope you're right.
okay, that's a plot line from the Rugrats spinoff, All Grown Up.
Maybe I'm wrong.
We got Michael Pena is playing Daniel. He was the
This
locksmith.
is a young role for Michael Pena.
It's
Because
very
I don't like.
young.
I always forget it's him. Because when I think
Yeah.
of Michael Pena, I think of more like End
Ant-Man.
of Watch.
Oh, okay. End of
and-
Watch. Oh, yeah, End of Watch
yeah,
is right.
I didn't see Ant-Man,
That's
but
right.
yeah, he was a little baby in this role.
Yeah, he was.
Great character.
Very good character. It's actually one of his better performances,
Yeah,
too.
for sure.
Michael Pena, I obviously am going to go with Coco.
Obviously.
Why?
You know, I
obviously.
like that. I think you were expecting a different reaction, but I kind of like that. He's trying because he holds on to the magic like he does with his daughter. Gives her the little cloak the invisible cloak of protection to protect. That man, I thought that scene
I see.
shook me to my core.
That was sad.
That was
My brother was like, whoa.
Michael Pena's Coco. All right, I like that.
Ain't disputing that, Denman?
Seeing as though I've seen Coco for like 7 minutes one time. I don't really know, man. I get it. I understand the cultural reference.
What are you doing with your life?
I mean, it's not a
Not
great
enough.
movie. It was a good movie.
Hey, man, don't be disrespecting Pixar. It was nice.
I'm gonna just Pixar exhausts me. I've been done with Pixar since Up, if we're being honest.
Hey!
I don't like Up.
Hey, man!
I don't like Up.
Hey!
I don't like it.
Hey!
I think it's a really, really artistic montage at the beginning with the lost love. I think that's very sad. Very
Oh,
well
but you
done.
know, an Asian kid flying in a house with an old white man,
that
that
kid
doesn't
Asian?
pull your heartstring.
Was
The
it
kid was
reverse Karate
Asian.
Kid?
The
Is
kid
it
was
Asian?
Asian. The kid was Asian. The kid was. Look, don't
That's
let me
cool.
have to go to.
No, that's cool. I'm
I'm
not
gonna
Kid
look
was,
it up.
look at Chris. He getting all upset. The kid was Asian.
I no longer
From
like
Up?
Up.
Yeah, the kid from Up was not white. The kid from Up was not white.
Okay. All right.
No.
I think he's Asian.
Do you know? Can you go narrow it down even more?
I will say he was.
Don't answer it.
Don't do
Yeah.
it.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Asian American character and Asian American in the role met positively.
Huh.
And a guy
All
in
right.
film. Yeah, there you go.
Boom.
I don't see color, so
Oh.
I'm kind of the Terrence Howard of St. Louis comedy, you know.
That leads us to let's go to Don Cheadle's character.
Uh-huh.
He plays a detective. Don Cheadle he's woke but not woke.
See, I think Don Cheadle's you said they were like they all kind of hate their people. I think Don Cheadle's doing the best he can. He got
Dogs his
into-
mama out, and Rita calls him out for that. Like,
He
Dad, you shouldn't be
fought.
disrespectful to your mama like that. Like, that's your
Yeah.
mama. And Don Cheadle's like, I don't give a fuck. It's like, damn, why would you talk down to your mama like that? Like, I have a problem with that.
I do think with that we also have to he was very disrespectful, but we also have to keep in mind the relationship that we know a lot of black sons have with their mothers. They have you see the depiction of them having kind of a harder relationship. You know, they've been struggling with each other for years. She's got her
Right.
issues with her addiction.
Right.
I'm sure he wasn't the easiest child, and they just got that generational gap. They were never really able to understand each other.
Okay.
I think it's a lot more because it's the kind of community where you don't really talk about your feelings as you're having them. They get kind of pent up.
That's true.
And now that he's an adult, he sees them like.
I think I know where you're
sneak out
going
of
with
them.
this.
I didn't have a character in mind.
Oh,
was
I
just like-
do.
yeah. Okay, go.
I got Simba. Simba turned his back on his
Simba
community
did turn his back on his community.
after his father passed
Fuck.
or left, some would say. But
Is that a theory that Mufasa's alive?
well, he,
Mufasa's alive?
Mufasa got abducted by a UFO that they restored him, and that's where Darth Vader came from.
Go
If
on.
you look at, I ain't trying to be funny, but I go by the Game of Thrones theory. I didn't see the body like died.
You are not about
We
to-
didn't
He's
see a
ch- he's-
funeral.
he's
Who are you,
chilling at a-
who are
we
you
didn't-
talking about?
I'm saying
He's
that.
chilling on a reserve in
Who in Game of
Australia
Thrones are you
somewhere.
talking
Like I think Mufasa
Okay.
faked his death so he can get out of the responsibility of having to raise all them damn kids, and he's in another pride land on the other side of the continent.
But who in Game of Thrones do you think?
Well, I just think.
Okay,
like,
you just think if you don't
I
see
think
the body,
if I don't
you're
see
not
the
dead.
body, I think you're probably still alive.
So black. Okay, I got
Yes.
you now. All right.
Mufasa went to the gas station and never came back. That's from Craig.
That's solid, Craig.
Yeah, so that's why he's Simba.
All right, I like
Huh.
that.
Something to think about.
Young Simba. He's got a little bit of J. Cole vibe
How
about
gr-
him too. Like he's very like,
Yeah.
I love my people, but they stress me out.
Right,
I don't know
right.
what I'm supposed
That's
to
a
do.
good
I got
point.
this
I
talent.
like that. That's a good point. Yeah. You know, that'd be a great twist for like Lion King 3, Mufasa returns. And he's like part cyborg, part
Damn.
lion because
Okay.
the humans got to him and they were like, all right, go back into the pride and infiltrate the pride and break up the pride, just like the white man, you know, sends in white women into the black community to
Terminator
separate.
3.
Yeah.
So now he's
That's
bad?
what it is.
Yeah, this is what we're going to do. We're
Simba's
going
pride
to do a
has to
remake.
fight
That's how
him?
we're going to do it.
The son has to fight him
The
then?
son has to fight Mufasa. Ooh! Ooh!
I missed that part of Hamlet, I guess.
And let's go. Our final two characters, Matt Dillon and Ryan Felipe. They are the two officers who we see. in
Isn't
the
it Ryan
first
Philippe, by the way?
Is it
We've
Felipe?
had
I think
Felipe
it's
30
Is it
times.
Felipe?
And
I
it's
think
driving me
one.
nuts.
Philippe?
Ryan Philippe
I
sounds.
just see the E at the end. and
Chris
I
just
just
said
wanna
it's
say,
driving him
Intentions
nuts.
starring Ryan Philippe. That sounds.
Ryan Felipe makes more sense. I feel
So-
like he wants to say Felipe if he was running for office, though.
Felipe.
Chris just said it's driving him nuts, so there's only one way to pronounce it now, and that's Ryan
Ryan
Felipe.
Felipe. Thanks for helping us figure that out, Chris.
That's of all the dumb things or cultural issues we talk about all day on this show, that makes me perk up and go, show the man some respect. Some actor.
Say his name right.
He doesn't get enough roles. That's a real.
He doesn't.
It's
He's
always
a,
nice
and
to
he's
see
a
him
good
show up.
actor.
He's
I
a
like
good
to see
actor.
him on TV.
I bet he gets palimony, man. His ex-wife, she's
Who is he?
doing
Wait,
well.
who is he married to?
Your girl.
I've got a lot of. You gotta be
Yeah,
more.
it's true.
Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Weren't they
no,
married?
no, stop.
No, they were. She was.
I
ma-
almost said Elle from the movie.
Oh, Witherspoon. Yeah, they
She-
were
They were
married.
married
Oh,
They were. Reese
yeah.
Witherspoon,
You
they
talk
were
about
married.
like
Oh,
if you just had to
buku
pick
bucks.
two people to put together, you're like, yeah, in the '90s it'll be Reese Witherspoon and that guy. Yeah, and
Sir-
I think he's chilling on that.
Sarah Michelle Gellar only told him he could put it anywhere.
Okay,
Did you say Sir Michelle Gellar? Or
Sarah.
Okay.
sounded like he knighted.
I've
her.
got. We should.
So-
I've got Cruel Intentions. Everybody wants to watch that sometime.
Oh.
I like that movie.
I think if we're going with the characters,
I'm
Matt
on
Dillon's
board.
characters, I would have to say is Beast, because
Who are we talking about?
we're talking about Matt Dillon's
Dillon?
character, the racist cop.
I see. I was thinking with that in mind, Gaston.
Gaston works too.
Definitely.
Gaston is probably one of the most.
Very. He thinks he's entitled.
Yeah, he
to-
does. A lot of entitlement to
yeah.
it. Like you owe me this, and
I'm
that's
not because I'm not arresting you. So let me cop a. Fuck you.
yeah.
Matt Dillon.
And I just thought Ryan Philippe's character as an officer, he was like just spineless, kind of weak,
Yeah.
kind of couldn't stand up for himself. So he's Pluto.
You talk about Pluto like that?
So you're
Pluto don't say shit. Pluto don't stand up
Man,
for himself.
I was
All
the-
he do is he run around. Mickey, Pluto, you can
I
do your
forgot who
own
Pluto
thing.
was for a second.
Yeah,
I was like,
exactly.
who the
I was
fuck?
like, I
Forgettable.
think that's a Looney
Forgettable.
Tune.
And I also always forget Ryan Philippe is in that movie.
Yeah,
Felipe,
see?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, so there you go. So he's Pluto.
So now we know who you'd be as well, Travis.
Yes.
I
As soon as
know.
the elevator door started closing, old Travis Pluto takes off.
Man, would you stand if you saw a friend
Here we go.
about to get their arm chopped off?
Sure.
Do you stay and try to, like, what do you do?
Can I do anything to stop the arm from getting chopped?
Like, if you pull them back, the arm is likely to come off. If it was stuck under something.
How does that happen? It's an elevator. It's very big doors. You can see when they're opening. Which one of you idiots didn't know how to walk into an elevator? That's what I want. Because I know it's one of you two.
I had my arm in the door. It wouldn't open, so I kept pushing, and it wouldn't open.
So your arm was in the elevator.
My
It was
arm-
like closed
my-
up to your arm.
Yeah.
Holy shit. And you
And-
left him there?
He ran away.
What?
I finally
Real
pushed,
moment of truth.
and like the shell of the door opened, so that part opened. But then you saw all the mechanics
Oh,
inside the
God.
door, and so I just pushed harder, and it.
Do you not know how to
finally-
make a tourniquet? You could have at least made a tournament if it took
Thank
the
you.
arm off.
Yeah,
you.
there
Thank
could
Have
been
you not watched
cauterization
any
needs.
Grey's Anatomy?
That's what I thought. The reason why I ran away because I didn't want to make a tourniquet.
Oh my god.
So he's a coward.
So am I a coward? I'm a little bit of a
A little bit of a coward.
Okay, now
So if I was a Disney character, who would I be?
Pluto now.
Yeah, for
I'd
sure.
be Pluto. Okay, that's fair.
So who's the racist?
Is Pooh Disney?
Yes.
Who's Disney?
You're Piglet.
Piglet. That's good.
Definitely.
That is recasting call.
On
Matt-
that note, fuck
who's Matt
Christopher
Dillon?
Robin.
Matt Dillon, what we said Matt Dillon was?
The most racist.
Oh,
Gaston.
Gaston, yeah.
Gaston. Okay, I missed
Or alternate, who's Pete from Goofy. Goofy's like neighbor that he's like kind of friends with, but he's kind of a dick to him. It's like his
The
boss.
guy with the crew cut?
Yeah, like the big bulldog with the crew cut. Y'all know who I'm talking about, right? Okay.
I do. A
right.
Goofy movie was
All
a
right, dude.
treasure.
That's it, bro. We could talk about it for a while.
Finally, Sam and I connect.
And that was what again, Travis?
When he opens up the door and the big lady's changing.
Recasting call.
In LA, nobody touches you. We're always behind this metal and glass. I think we miss that touch so much that we crash into each other just so we can feel something.
movie title in it. How clever.
That's my favorite thing is as soon as they say the title in the movie, just get up and walk out. Like,
Yeah.
All right,
okay.
movie's
That's-
over.
I'm done.
I'm not doing this.
Sam, what do you have coming up?
What do I have coming up? Tomorrow I will be at Apotheosis Comics for the South City Comedy Series Showcase. That's at 8 o'clock on South Grand.
Great time.
Great time. It's a great show. I hosted the open mic last night. It's
How'd that
always a
go?
good time. It was good. It was
Good.
good. Apotheosis is a fantastic place to go see a show, go hang out. They got cheap comics. They got good drinks.
Yeah, full bar, and it's fun to actually see the activity on
They've got
Grand.
Disney
There's so much
Plus.
there's so much foot traffic on Grand. and
There's
they have
so much
Disney
food
Plus.
truck on
What bus is that?
that. The 10 will do it.
The 10 does?
I think the 10 should take you
I
right
take
down
the 10.
Grand. Yeah. And I think maybe it's the 10 or the 30. It might be the 30 actually.
Okay, the 10 takes me up and down Lindell.
So that's probably the 30.
Oh, I might actually go. Will O'Donnell says he'll be at.
Will O'Donnell
Apotheosis.
is on that show. Keith Hughes is hosting that. There's
Big
a
fan of
couple,
those
couple
guys.
other people on that show. That
Do the local black comics all get together and do a special Black Friday
do
show?
you think
at all?
Will O'Donnell's black?
No, I do
okay,
not,
I just
no.
want to make sure because you asked that right out.
No, I met Will the other night.
A Black Friday show?
Yeah.
No, but we could put one on.
If they do, I haven't gone to it. it's,
Sam hasn't been invited.
Ooh, a
it's
late
very-
night
it-
Black Friday show would be funny.
You should run it.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I will.
If only we had 8 venues to work in.
Who else is on this? Hang on.
Let's talk about that later, Sam.
Yeah.
That's all I got, really.
Ron Finger's going to be on the show. Rebecca Carney, Danny Lydia, and then Keith Hughes hosting. I want to make sure everybody got their name out there. But yeah, 8 o'clock at Apotheosis. Tomorrow, it's going to be a good time.
Nice. Congratulations.
Hey,
It looked good, by the way.
you look
Okay,
good.
Man.
let's cut this off.
The scarf's growing on me. I
Thank
know I was
you, man.
talking
I
a little shit
appreciate
about
that.
it.
I
It's going
understand.
Dumb as
Thank
shit.
you. See,
Is
now
that is that Bitmoji supposed to be you on your shirt?
It's not Bitmoji. It's my friend Charlie.
Yeah.
It's your friend Charlie?
Real quick,
It's my animated character from Sesame Street.
Oh.
since we don't have time to play it, but scarves, make them racist.
Oh, you mean portable nooses?
That'll do it.
That is racist as hell.
Subscribe to the YouTube channel Midcoast Media on
Lynching fell out
YouTube.
of fashion, so they decided to turn it into the fashion
right.
and make it a capitalistic tool
Oh
for
no!
the destruction of my people.
Oh no!
Scarves, you racist as hell.
Yeah!
And I did the point.
Peace.
That is racist as hell.